Thursday night, showers likely, mainly after 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 47.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Welcome. It's nice to have you here. I'm so glad you could come. This is going to be such an exciting day. I hope you enjoy it. I think you will.
Isn't it about time for somebody's favorite radio program?
Theater of the absurd.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Welcome to Touhyville.
The following program is closed captioned for the thinking impaired.
I'll juice you up.
No matter what anybody tells you, words and ideas can change the world.
Welcome, my friend, to the show that never ends.
Go ahead. Make my day.
Touhyville with Steve Touhy and Cheryl Touhy.
Yeah, that's just too much Touhy, isn't it?
Atomic batteries to power. Turbines to speed.
Roger. Ready to move out.
Welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends. So glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. There behind the glass stands a real blade of grass. Be careful as you pass. Move along, move along. Come inside, the show's about to start. Guaranteed to blow your head apart. Rush, 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 get your money's worth. Radio show, it happened all right. You gotta see the show. It's a rock and roll. You gotta see the show. It's rock and roll.
Oh, welcome to Touhyville for the 25th day of March 2025. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome into the amusement park for your mind, the carnival for your cranium, the holiday for your head. I would be your host, Steve Touhy. Joining me for all the fun, Cheryl Touhy. Good morning.
Morning.
So yesterday your shoes were smiley. Today your whole outfit is smiley. That hat would have gone with those shoes. I'm just saying.
Right?
The sweater would have gone with the shoes. Like you could have just repeated the shoes today.
Yeah, just put all the happy. But then there's got to be a little bit of non-happy, right? Or just...
Well, if that doesn't lead into your psyche a little bit.
Right? Right. Wah, wah, wah,
there's always got to be a little bit of
right.
Non-happy. I don't feel that way. I would be more than happy for it to all be the happy. My eraser came out. I'm sorry to be obsessed with it for a second.
No, really?
Just the eraser part. You just shove that back in there and slice it all up. Okay. Well, haven't had that happen since grammar school, where you go to try to twist it in and it just kind of shaves as it goes in.
Yeah.
Anyway, good morning. Thanks for hanging out with us here on International Waffle Day.
Waffles. Now, you were talking about pancakes and French toast is your jam. Waffles are mine. I like waffles the best.
So I do too.
What?
Except
okay.
They're the hardest of all to make, in my opinion.
You have a waffle maker.
Hear me out.
All right.
So I know that I would have to go outside and get on the griddle to do French toast and sausage, or take a pan out. The pancakes, you do the mix and you throw it on the griddle and all that stuff. For whatever reason, to me, the waffle maker, getting it out and setting it up feels like a pain to me. I know it doesn't make sense. It's the same as pulling out a pot of paint. I understand.
Got it.
To me, it's a pain. And I'm just like, and I think it's because, like in my house before and in this house, we use it so seldom. It's in like a place that you got to dig out. Like right now, off the top of my head, I couldn't even tell you where it's at.
Yeah.
I'd have to find it.
Okay.
And so for me, French toast is the easiest. It's a couple of eggs, zip, 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 and you're throwing it on the griddle.
Okay.
I don't know why, but the waffles seem like a pain to me.
Wow, I love the crevices in them, so that
taste-wise, eat-wise, eat-wise, waffles are the best. If I'm going out, I'd love to get a waffle.
Yeah.
But for out of those three, my favorite to eat would be waffles. They're my least favorite to make.
Wow.
Yeah. But it is International Waffle Day nonetheless. So enjoy. It's also Lobster Newburg Day, in case you want to cut up some lobster into your your waffle.
Into my Newburg?
Yeah, into your waffle. Have a lobster waffle. Lobster Newburg is It's a lobster from the Newburgh area. Of Newburger.
All right. So this is like it's on a buttercream cognac sherry and eggs.
Mm-hmm.
It looks kind of like a Benedict, sort of.
Yeah.
On a it looks on buttered toast, but this looks like a biscuit.
I'm going to pass on all of that.
Yeah.
I'll have a waffle instead. Thank you.
Pass.
Thank you. I realize you went through a lot to tell me all the specials today. I'll take a waffle.
I was trying. It's like
Thank
a
you.
cream sauce. Yeah.
I'll take a waffle. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll take a waffle. American Diabetes Association Alert Day.
Okay. Important.
Yes.
Check your A1C.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're pre-diabetic, it doesn't mean ignore it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Celebration of Greek and American democracy. Cerebral Palsy Awareness Day. Day of Remembrance of the Victims of Slavery and the Transatlantic Slave Trade. Medal of Honor Day. I don't know what this means. Old New Year's Day. Did we used to go from December 31st to March 25th?
I mean,
Happy New Year! It's March. I know this is when I do it. I'm old school.
Orthodox New Year.
Oh, okay.
So yeah,
it just says Old New Year.
Celebrated as the start of the new year by the Julian calendar.
Gotcha. I don't like the Julians. Pecan Day. Say Their Name Day. What's Say Their Name Day?
Oh yeah, you know what Say Their Name is, right?
I did not.
Say Their Name is all the people that have. Oh, I'm wrong. I thought it was say their name, like those who have died from police kind of things.
Oh.
That's what I thought is say their name. But this says Save Their Name Day is every baby and child matter and deserve to be celebrated.
Oh.
And every family deserves to be supported through their grief.
Oh, all right.
So
well, there you go.
It's raising awareness for pregnancy, loss, stillbirth, baby and child death.
All right. Well, I didn't know that at all.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say that on my sheet either. So, and Tolkien Reading Day. So you're supposed to read something from Tolkien. Yeah, there's an I in there. So if they want us to say Tolkien, they should. I drop a Tolkien in the video game when I would play. But
oh my gosh!
If you want us to say Tolkien, take the I out. Just saying it's there. It should be used for something.
J.R. Tolkien.
Yeah, like
okay.
What is that? The Hobbit, right?
I think so.
Yeah, Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, that kind of stuff. Yeah. So
yeah,
so there you go.
I don't get into all that. Do you?
No. I watched Lord of the Rings. I watched the trilogy.
Never.
And that was enough for me. Like it was really, really long. It's like 100 hours or something like that. It's like, I'm exaggerating, but it's really long.
I don't know why I'm just not a sci-fi or like that kind of. I don't know what do you call that kind of reading?
Fantasy, wizard, and
right.
Wizards and dragons and all that stuff, like King of Thrones, or what was the show?
Look at you try, King of Thrones throwback.
What was the show on HBO that everybody loved?
I thought it was King of Thrones.
Was it? Okay, I didn't know what it was with all the dragons and stuff. And yeah.
Like all I never played about is the Queen of Hearts. She made some tarts all on a summer's day, or whatever.
What? I don't think that's the show. I don't think that's the show that was.
Yeah, I don't like any of that. I went one time to what was the place up north in Illinois where they have a festival and everybody's dressed like.
Is it Renaissance Fair?
Yes.
Game of Thrones, by the way. See, that's how on it both of us are.
Okay, but what's in Schaumburg then, where you eat
medieval times,
really crappy food with no silverware?
Well, good thing you go. Never been to medieval times. Been to Renaissance Fair. Almost got arrested.
There's a story there. Let's go.
So
cough it up. Really?
Yes.
Have you ever been arrested?
No.
I should probably ask you off air and then. Yeah.
No.
Okay.
So
were you ever in handcuffs?
Just like from my dad, like when I was like playing around,
playing around.
Not for real. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and one time we did it for raise
Oh
money
yeah,
thing,
raise money
where they
thing in
come to your
Kankakee,
work
where they
and-
come
yeah,
and they
they
arrest
come
you,
and
and then
they-
you have
yeah.
to bail them out. Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So we did that in
Was that scary?
Wilmington, Illinois.
Was it scary?
No, because
Okay.
you know you're doing it, and and yeah. So so I used to be very silly, and I went through a phase in my career where I really loved, and I still love Andy Kaufman and
Ugh.
all his weird
Ugh.
silliness.
I do. Okay, so what about it?
Just amused me.
Can you try and describe to me how it is not ridiculously annoying? Like, I mean, it's like nails on the chalkboard. Like, I want to pull my eyeballs out of my
Okay.
head right now.
You're talking about like Ladka?
Yes.
Okay.
And that whole like that all of it.
Okay.
Oh!
But there was his whole thing was essentially like, I don't know how else to put it, but like comedy art. And he would do things that amused him and his friends, comedy wise, that people didn't even like know they were part of a bit. So two of his friends, a male and a female, they would do this regularly, like year after year. Would go to a restaurant on Valentine's Day, and they would make a big to-do about him proposing to her, like the man proposing to the woman. And Andy Kaufman was there just having dinner by himself. And then after she says yes and everything, the man would go off to the restroom at some point during the dinner. Andy Kaufman would come over and very loudly talk to her about how he's a star and she should really be with him and he's a big celebrity. And she would agree and they would leave. The rest of the restaurant is there like
mortified.
Oh no! And now the guy comes back and someone's got to tell him.
Okay.
Like, so
I could
he
get
would
into
do,
that.
like,
It's funny.
things like that.
But
So
but
another
wouldn't
one of
he
the
also,
things
like,
they
hit himself with a book or make noises or I don't know. His stand-up was like
hit
uncomfortable.
himself with a book.
Didn't he just do like silly, stupid, like someone save him from himself kind of stuff?
No,
Okay.
no,
I don't know.
He-
All
I
his
mean,
stand-up was like,
but he was everything for him was about the idea of just making people uncomfortable. I had a comedian friend who went and saw him in the 80s. He was introduced on stage, started singing 99 Bottles of Beer on the Wall, and sang the entire song.
right, like, why is that funny? That's annoying.
It's right. But to him, it's amusing because everyone's sitting there. He said about the first like 10, 20 people are into it. And then as it gets to the middle, people are like, oh my gosh, this is still going on, still going on, still going on. And then as you get to like 5, now people get back into it again. And it's a whole roller coaster ride. And it's back into it.
Okay.
And I know it's not your thing. And that's okay.
I'm trying to figure out why it's not my thing or why it's
because it's subjective.
Ugh.
Comedy is 100% subjective.
Yeah.
So,
but then I didn't like Don Rickles either. Like, I felt like, oh my gosh, take cover. I saw him in Vegas and he offended everyone equally. Yes. But I was like, I mean,
it didn't make you laugh at all?
Not at all.
You didn't giggle at any of it?
No.
Oh,
no.
then yeah. I mean, that's again subjective.
Now the guy I was with was falling off his chair, but
Yeah.
he,
Mhm.
yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to
But you
getting,
loved Ed DeBevics.
I sort of didn't.
Oh,
The only
okay.
thing I thought about that was funny is when I brought my mother there and I didn't tell her.
That's almost exactly what Andy Kaufman's doing.
She was appalled.
You're amused by her uncomfortability because she's not
got
in on
so
it.
mad. She wanted to
That's
leave.
Andy
She didn't
Kaufman.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway,
okay.
So Tina says, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tina. Thanks for hanging out. Hope all went well with your eye stuff. Forgot to say that yesterday.
Mhm.
So, okay. So
You're at Renaissance Fair.
So I used to do just like silly things.
Okay.
And
what year are we in?
2002 maybe?
Okay.
2003, somewhere in that area.
Okay.
So a group of us from the radio station and listeners, we had a bunch of tickets to Renaissance Fair and we all went up there.
Okay.
So some people drove themselves but we all met up there. I was coming from somewhere else. I had been went away on a weekend, I think, with my folks to Pheasant Run. So I was driving from there to meet them. So I got there, called on a cell phone, and I said, "Where are you guys at?" And they said, "We're like at the front of the parade." And I was like at about midway through there's everybody lines up and they're all watching at the beginning of the day, like all the characters are in a parade.
Okay.
So this started with me being there. And I said to my old radio partner, I said, "Okay," I said, "Where are you guys at?" He tells me, I said, "All right, I'm further behind. Just tell everybody to keep watching the parade." So I slipped into the parade in my regular shirt and shorts, and I didn't look like anyone from the Renaissance.
Oh.
But I was walking through waving to everyone as if I was in the parade. So that was step one. And no one even noticed. No one noticed at all. No one noticed. Later in the day, I didn't even know this was a thing in Monty Python. I thought I'd come up with it, and then I was later showed that it was in Monty Python, but I did not steal it from Monty Python. I would do a thing where I would just, when the kids were younger, I used to do I made up my own language called fa-fa fluter-dooter. It was my own word, and it just meant silliness. So that was all part of what I would call the flanner, which was me being silly. So I was walking around the food court with my chicken leg in my hand, in this hand, with my hand on my chin, just walking with my knees going high, just walking funny, just trying to make people laugh. My partner hears someone on a walkie-talkie, not exaggerating, in a knight's outfit, talking to a walkie-talkie, "Man walking funny in food court. Man walking funny in food court." Different security dressed in Renaissance gear all start surrounding me.
Oh, Lord.
And his girlfriend at the time, now wife, is telling him, "Would you tell them that he's playing around? Would you?" And he goes, "No, this is fantastic." And he pulls out the camera and starts recording. And they all surround me. And then I stop because I'm like, "What is happening here?" Mm-hmm. And they're like, "Sir, are you okay? What's going?" I'm like, "Oh my God, I'm just being funny. I'm just."
Right, you're fooling around.
Yeah,
right.
and it all de-escalated very quickly. I'm like, "I'm just eating I'm like, "You guys are worried about me. You're all dressed like it's the 1800s and I'm the weirdo." Like, yeah. So
wow.
So I was almost taken into the back room, and I don't know what they do back then, flogged with noodles or something. I don't know, whatever they did back then.
Yeah.
But yes, I was almost arrested at the Renaissance Fair.
Yeah, I was just looking it up. They still have it around Labor Day.
What, a
on
law
the
against
weekends?
funny walking?
No, in Kenosha.
Well, this was, I thought, is it still a Renaissance Fair?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Bristol Renaissance Fair.
But I thought it went on all summer long. No, it's just a short time.
July 5th through September 1st.
Oh, okay. So most
Saturdays
of the summer.
and Sundays.
Yeah, so most of the summer. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Wild.
Yep. People still go there and watch guys wrestle in mud and eat giant turkey legs. That's about all I remember from it. It was all very weird. So.
Yeah.
Christine says, "Good morning, Touhyville. Could you say happy birthday to my oldest granddaughter in Wheatfield, Kylie Bello?" Am I reading that right? She's 27 today. Happy birthday, Kylie.
Birthday.
That's fantastic. Yes. And Christine, we just did. So there you go.
Yes.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, McMadness rages on.
Oh, this is a tough one.
We find out who moves forward from yesterday, and we will announce our matchups for today. So stick around.
Hello. Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
If your saving for retirement strategy involves the phrase, "I'll get around to it someday," we need to talk. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Christine Bogan. When it comes to meeting your goals, time can be on your side, and there's no better time than now to get started toward your retirement goals. Stop by our office at 210 Washington Street in Rensselaer. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
This just into the newsroom. Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer, has a new telephone number. It's 219-204-2140. That's 219-204-2140. New telephone number, still your one-stop shop for all of your home improvement needs. That new phone number, once again, for Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer, 219-204-2140.
Do you have 3 ex-wives and your current trophy wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-230-2777. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policies as well. You may even save enough money to lighten the load on your new $1 million policy. Remember, call Big Lou. He's like you, except he's only on number 2. Call Term Provider at 800-230-2777. That's 800-230-2777. For $1 million in term life insurance that you can live with. Call Big Lou at 800-230-2777. 800-230-2777.
ZipRecruiter is the place. ZipRecruiter is the place for talented teachers, savvy software developers, and master mixologists. ZipRecruiter is the place where you meet all these people and more. That's because ZipRecruiter is the place for job seekers who are looking for new opportunities. In fact, ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day, so you can find the right candidates right away. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Touhyville. 2 Tuohys are better than 1.
Ask the right questions, you'll get the right answers.
What day is it? Great question.
It's Tuesday.
Wow, this is awesome.
You're too easily impressed.
Yeah. That must be why we're friends. What do you want to do?
Let's do a show.
Okay, that's cool.
Okay, everybody.
Let's do a super good show.
It's not a good idea. It's an awesome idea.
Showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Stephen Sherrill with you. Portion of the show is money brought to us by the Good Table Family Restaurant in Kentland. Great specials every day. Check out their Facebook page to find out what is on special for today and this evening. Of course, if you don't go for the specials, their menu is wide, tons of variety. Everybody in the family is going to be happy when you go to eat at the Good Table Restaurant in Kentland. Also, want to mention we're powered up each and every morning by Jasper County REMC. Visit Jasper County REMC's Facebook page to find out more about Electronics Recycling Day, which is coming up. Let me get you the exact date here and the locations because it's big. Here's the deal. You can't just throw out your electronics in the garbage. You can't just put your TVs, your computer monitors, anything like that. So April 12th from 8 to noon at the Jasper County Highway Department in DeMott Annex behind the Fozzie Center, or at the Rensselaer Gas Department, 706 North Cullen Street. Okay, this is a different location than normal because the Rensselaer Recycling Center is shut down right now. That
right. That whole
closed.
street is closed.
Yeah. So if you're used to going there to drop off your electronics, raise your hand if you do. Like, that's where I've
Yep.
gone. Like,
And they are the kindest crew over there.
Mm-hmm.
They're just good peeps.
Well,
I
I go
miss
there.
just dropping our stuff off on the way home.
Well, I have dropped off a lot of cardboard since you and I have moved in together.
Although
It used to be
I'm
right around the
thinking-
corner from my house, and I didn't go there that often.
Well, I'm thinking they don't miss us.
Yeah, it's
This feels like vacation.
Here's what's so hard about this. Now I have to flatten out all my boxes.
Yeah.
I didn't have to do that before.
Mm-hmm.
And with flattening out the boxes at our house is a full-time job. We'd like to put out a job opening for people to come to our house once a week and flatten out boxes. So anyway, but I almost every year I have had to go to the electronics recycling day for a television or a computer monitor that's gone, something from the radio station. So
yeah,
and I've always gone over to the regular recycling center, but that is closed right now indefinitely. We'll find out when they can get that all fixed up, that street there. But so this year it's at the Rensselaer Gas Department, 706 North Cullen Street in Rensselaer, and that's rain or shine. You just pull up, they'll take the stuff out of your car, bing, bing, boom. So 2 locations. Saturday, April 12th is Electronics Recycling Day. So okay. George, I don't quite understand your message. So George sent us a message. He said, "You're messing up my morning, LOL. Posting the McDonald's choices early and now news at 25 after. What's going on?" First of all, the posting the McDonald's thing early is because I have to find pictures for all the foods and all that stuff. So I do that earlier in our prep time so that I'm not panicked later.
Yeah.
Because it's such a big thing with the McDonald's thing. So that's why that's happening earlier.
And that you can't do as you're speaking. Like you can't
it's too hard with the poll.
Yeah, it's impossible.
And I don't think I could check tomorrow. I don't think they'll let me schedule it ahead of time.
Mm-hmm.
So that, okay, so I understand that. But news at 25 after, I'm starting to worry that you went into a time vortex or something. Because you sent me this at 28 after, and we weren't in news. We were already talking and things.
I wonder, is there a delay or something?
I don't know. That'd be a really weird 25-minute delay. I mean, the news was started at 6 o'clock and 35 seconds. Does he mean 25 seconds after?
Okay.
On the app, the news came on at 25 after. Like 6:25, the news came on?
Yeah, you'll have to check that out.
Something is awry. Strange things are afoot at Circle K, George. Because we were on the air by like 6:09. We were chit-chatting by 6:09. So did you pause it? Because a lot of times on the app, if you pause, it'll start back up where it was.
Yeah.
So just throwing that out there, because that's happened to me before, where when I was listening to the girls' basketball games, I was listening in my car, and I turned the car off, and then when I got back in the car, it was at the same spot, and I'm like, wait a minute. So no time went by while I was in the store, and then I realized I had to jump ahead on the app. So that might have been it. Just throwing that out there. So, all right. Our matchups from yesterday. Let's go take a look. Matchup number 1, Chicken McNuggets versus McCafe iced coffee. Moving on to the second round, Chicken McNuggets with 73% of the vote. Not a big surprise there. Okay, it makes total sense.
Yeah, if that didn't sail through,
Yeah, I figured that's the way that would go.
McNugget. For heaven's sake.
Right. Second matchup of the day. McDonald's Coke versus apple pie. McDonald's Coke, moving on. Okay. 71% of the vote. Now, what that means, though, is I think it's going to be in a little bit of a dogfight in the next round. In the second round, McNuggets will go up against McDonald's Coke.
Ooh. Ow.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, boy.
I don't know. Very weird.
Yeah, because I said that I thought that the Coke could take the whole thing.
I know, but McNuggets?
But then I'm like, okay, when it comes to McNuggets, like, do I want to eat or do I want to drink?
Right. I can deal with the idea of getting anything to drink.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Interesting. It's going to be interesting.
Very, very.
Yeah. So then what about the other match? Oh, the other matchup we got.
So the matchups, so those are the ones from yesterday. So now we've got today's matchups.
Okay.
Your snack wraps, which are coming back.
Thank gosh.
Versus the classic original hamburger. So just your McDonald's hamburger. The Happy Meal, classic hamburger.
I love the classic hamburger. That's not the cheeseburger.
No, we put that separate. We did hamburger and cheeseburger.
Okay, then because I'm a wrap girl.
Mm-hmm. And then
wrap or die.
she's
Ride
not,
and die.
She's not
wrap
talking about her Apple playlist.
Yo-yo.
So
right.
So snack wraps versus classic hamburger, and then we have in the second matchup quarter pounder with cheese versus McCafe hot, what's supposed to be coffees. I do know how to spell, but
Steve just hadn't had enough
Rich,
coffee.
Or see, George, that's I'm trying to do it early, and I didn't type in a second E.
Mm-hmm.
So it's McCafe hot coffees. I'm saying it French. Coffees. Yeah, but it's supposed to be coffees. So go ahead and cast your vote. I'm casting mine. Mm-hmm. Have you casted your vote yet?
Oh, yeah.
All right. So head to the Touhyville Show Facebook page. Like us, of course. We like to be liked. And cast your vote. What will it be? Will it be the quarter pounder with cheese moving on? Will the snack wrap move on? Will hot coffees beat out the quarter pounder with cheese? I can't imagine that would happen. That would be an upset to me. If quarter pounder with cheese was knocked out in the first round. That, to me, is what the Filet-O-Fish is to you.
Yeah.
That's my regular. That's quarter pounder with cheese.
That's just anytime you're hungry, you've got a doctor's appointment, it went long or whatever it is. That's just, that's the staple.
Mm-hmm. Yep. If I got to run to Kentland or I got to run to the like out by Fowler or anything like that, I hit the McDonald's on College Avenue on my ride, and or I'm going to Lafayette. I hit and that's it, quarter pounder with cheese. So, all right, we'll take a break, come back, find out what's happening, and dive into some silly stories.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, a slight chance of rain before 4 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 52. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 31. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 53. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 33. Thursday, a 30% chance of showers. Partly sunny and breezy with a high near 59. Thursday night, showers likely, mainly after 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 47.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Rensselaer Iron and Metal is the picture of going green. Recycling metals is what they do. Keeping the metal business right here in the good old USA is what they're all about. Giving top dollar for your scrap iron not only helps keep your community clean, but it keeps our jobs and steel industry going strong. Remember, when you take your scrap to Rensselaer Iron and Metal, you're supporting your own economy. Rensselaer Iron and Metal, where your trash turns into cash.
Home. It's so many things to so many people. It's your sanctuary, your place to host parties with friends and family, your place to relax in front of the front porch or run with the dog in the backyard. The team at Jenkins Realtors have been helping people like you find the home for everything that you need it to be since 1976. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, let the Jenkins team be your team. Call Jenkins Realtors today at 219-866-5908. or visit JenkinsRealtorsInc.com. Jenkins Realtors. Trusted, respected, recommended.
Hey, Liz,
Can you believe there are still some people buying their gold, silver, and platinum bullion from the internet?
That's pretty amazing, Jeff, especially considering that prices here at Vierk's Fine Jewelry always beat both local as well as the big online guys. We don't have shipping fees, and in most cases, you get the precious metals immediately.
Bars, rounds, bags, eagles, buffaloes, maple leafs, Krugerrands, Morgan and Peace dollars, and much, much more.
Not to mention rare, key date, and collectible coins from the US and around the world, many of which have been graded and authenticated by PCGS and NGC.
Whether buying, selling, or trading, you will always benefit from Vierk's unrivaled years of experience and expertise.
If you need expert appraising, Vierk's Fine Jewelry has both of Lafayette's only International Society of Appraisers and Coin Roundtable members, and we are also fully USPAP compliant.
All of your coin and precious metals needs under one roof.
Proudly serving the Mid-North Indiana area for over 75 years. Corner of 18th and Main, Lafayette, Vierks.com.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We got to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Till to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Till team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies. That's a lot of Touhy.
What's today?
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
Tuesday, yes, Tuesday. Oh, hello, early bird.
Right, early bird.
The early bird worm.
We have work to do.
We have work to do.
Yeah, I don't want to go to work.
Well, someone has to do it, right?
But it's not going to be me.
It's certainly not going to be me.
Let's be bucking for another ring.
You're on the air.
It's showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Portion of the show is running brought to us by Fountain Stone Theater. Visit fountainstonetheaters.com. Stop by the website to get your tickets. You can see all the movie times that they've got going on. New movies out on Thursdays usually, and they have movies Wednesday through the weekend. That's fountainstonetheaters.com. Also, you can download their app in the Google Play Store or the App Store. Also, want to mention our friends over at Another Season in DeMott. Need a gift for any reason? Head to Another Season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMott. Like them on Facebook. Follow on Instagram. Find out all the cool stuff that they have going on. You can do that on their Facebook page or just stop by. Check out the cool stuff that they have for Easter. Lots of great Easter and spring decor. They're at Another Season in DeMott.
What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening. What's the buzz? Tell me what's happening.
All right, let's see what's happening. A fire broke out at Disney World. We were talking about that the other day. Parents were shrieking, crying, pleading for someone to help them with their kids. And then a fire broke out, too. Disney World. It was crazy. A New York woman was arrested for being a fake dentist.
Oh, we talked about this one. Mm-hmm. My face hurts talking about this one.
Patients started to get suspicious when they realized magazines in the waiting room were recent. And there were no highlight magazines. No Highlight magazine. Nothing was circled in the Find These in the Highlight magazine. A couple was arrested for driving from Michigan to Florida with their children in the back of a U-Haul. What terrible parents, said no one who's ever traveled with their kids. Oh, they probably loved it. A thief in Florida who swallowed $770,000 in diamonds. We talked about that the other day.
Oh, I thought it was Tiffany.
Oh,
right? Wasn't it Tiffany's?
Oh, maybe this is a different one then.
Oh, wow.
Well, he finally passed them. To put it another way, an officer that day had a really crappy day at work. It's a bad day. President Trump ripped into George Clooney on social media. Now, in his defense, everything else is fine right now. Everything's all set. It's all good. It's all moving in the right direction, so we're all set. Genetic testing. 23andMe filed for bankruptcy. You just told me this morning. Yes. Turns out they were 20% Irish, 30% Polish, 50% bad at finances. They did the testing and found that.
Here's the thing about that, though. Mm-hmm. I wondered how that was going to be sustainable because I did it.
Right.
So then they were always like, hey, keep paying to find out.
What?
And I'm like, what?
Right. We didn't plan this very well.
Yeah, now what? Like, you know?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And lastly, the Cheesecake Factory has expanded its menu. At this point, Cheesecake Factory, less of a restaurant, more just a publisher. It's just a lot of things. Oh, having fun here on a Tuesday morning. Melissa says, morning. Well, morning to you, Melissa. It's not good. It's not bad. It's just morning. Just pointing that out. Just pointing out that it's morning. Yeah. Speaking of bankruptcy, Forever 21 going out of business. Apparently not forever. So
wow,
not so much anymore.
Okay.
The company behind Forever 21 has filed for bankruptcy, actually for the second time in 6 years. This time they're closing all their stores in the U.S. Forever 21 has been struggling for years. They blamed it on competition from.
Well,
there's going to be more, but
you stop there. Sorry. They blame
Listen,
it on competition.
We blame our lack of business on other people getting that business. That's what it is. It's turns out, yes. Turns out everybody's not 21 forever. We messed up. We were wrong.
Right. We were a little assumptive then.
People in their 30s start to dress a little differently, and they decide they don't want to wear the same clothes they did when they were 21. No, they said they blame it on the competition from foreign fast fashion retailers.
Seriously?
That's what they say.
Okay.
They say, especially after online shopping boomed during the pandemic. Okay. Then you pivot. Like, what are you going to do? Like, well, I guess you're going to close. In 2019, Forever 21 had about 800 locations worldwide with 43,000 employees. Oof. They closed 30% of them in their first bankruptcy filing. There are still roughly 540 locations around the world. So you're telling me there's 540 locations and they can't figure out a way to sustain this? I mean, you go down smaller, I would think, or you go online
or you
something.
Stop doing international, because I would imagine fashion's very different. I mean, in the United States, it's very different.
Yeah.
Back in the day, when I was modeling in my 20s, the Midwest was at least 2.5 years behind New York. So like we would get things and styles and they already had them. So I'm thinking to myself, if you have 500 stores, but across the world, I mean, people in Australia aren't necessarily wearing the same things as people here or Tunisia, or I don't know where the heck y'all are, but it's very different.
Is Forever 21 like, is that a big fashion thing?
No.
Okay.
No.
So
it's kind of inexpensive fashion is what it is.
Yeah,
It's
so I don't understand.
young fashion. Like, yeah. So I don't.
So you would think if you've got 540, I mean, I'm just thinking as like a business person. Like I've got 540 locations.
Yeah.
Okay. None of them are making it.
Yeah.
Maybe you just got to scale down, or maybe when you get that big and you have boards of directors and things like that, maybe you can't. Maybe you can't scale down. Maybe you just go. It's not sustainable for what we've got. We've got too many employees and things like that.
I don't know being like, I don't know anything about this. I'm in the marketing
Right.
end of it. But with my own buying habits, I really think brick and mortar is a challenge. It's got to be.
No doubt.
So that you have to have an online e-commerce presence, I would think, to support the brick and mortar part of it. Like, I've never understood how a place like Fashion Square Mall in Arizona or Schaumburg or, Woodfield Mall, how they ever make it. Because back in the day, I mean, when we were like kids and stuff, and I was in college doing all sorts of, for my marketing stuff, I think I'm trying to remember how much it was a square foot, but I knew like a jewelry store in Schaumburg was paying 15 grand a month in rent. That's a small.
Yeah.
So to me, I always thought, okay, so a jewelry store, at least they sell diamonds and there's all this markup because, my
Right.
mom was a jeweler and all this stuff. But how many cupcakes, how many Cinnabons, how much Garrett's popcorn does one have to sell to break MAC lipstick? Like, I don't understand how that ever equates. Like you ever get ahead unless your online presence is what's really like, that's showcasing, like, so people could see and try and experience and, and get makeovers. But ultimately, once I know my shade of lipstick, I'm going online and it's going to be on my doorstep tomorrow.
Yeah,
I don't
know what they're doing now, but years ago, I mean, malls were from foot traffic. Everybody
Correct.
was going.
But I'm
Everybody
saying
was
that's
going,
right. I'll give you that, like
Yeah.
how that, but I still never understood how you made money after paying people insurance benefits. You have all that stock in your store.
Well, I don't know.
It's $15,000 or $20,000 a month rent. I just never. How do you do that as a cupcake place? How many cupcakes does like Sprinkles on Oak Street have to sell?
Got me.
I just would look at the setup and I'd be like, I don't get how you ever net ahead.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how they do that. Yeah. In malls, I know at one time we talked to a mall manager, and they were saying that people were paying rent based on income, it was based on what they were making.
Yeah.
Which I don't know. That's fair for others. Like, hey, my business is doing better, so I have to pay you more for the same amount of space. But that's a whole different issue. So,
yeah.
Anyway, all right, let's take a break. When we come back, we've got Frank with sports, Find the Big Deal with Strachan Van Til, and we've got some silly stories, including United Airlines. I don't know what's going on there, so we'll dive into that in the next hour.
Save big on everything for your next project when you shop at Menards. Seal-Best White Elastomeric Roof Coating stops leaks and revives aged, flat, and metal roofs. It reflects the sun's heat to help you save on energy costs. And it's easy to apply with a brush, roller, or sprayer. Shop our entire selection of Seal-Best products today on Menards.com. Plus, check our weekly flyer for all of the great deals happening this week.
Save big money at Menards.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
What does a good deal taste like with McValue at McDonald's? It tastes like the $6 Daily Double Meal Deal. The one and only Daily Double. 2 juicy beef patties inside a warm bun with melty cheese and shredded lettuce. Oh, and golden small world-famous fries. And a crispy 4-piece chicken McNuggets. And an ice-cold small soft drink of your choice. That's right, a full-on satisfy your cravings meal without breaking the bank. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
My son loves to fly kites, but my active psoriatic arthritis can sometimes hold me back. Now with Skyrizi to treat my skin and joints, I'm ready to go. Skyrizi, risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults, helps with less joint pain, stiffness, swelling, and fatigue. For those who also have plaque psoriasis, 90% clearer skin is possible with just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
With Skyrizi, there's nothing like clearer skin and better movement, and that means everything. Ask your doctor about Skyrizi today and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKYRIZI to learn more.
Springfest and Ego Days are here at Lowe's. Right now, get a free Select Ego 56-volt battery with purchase of a Select trimmer, blower, or mower kit. Plus, shop today for new and exclusive items you need for your lawn. So get ready for spring with the latest in innovation from Ego, the #1 rated brand in cordless outdoor power. Only at Lowe's. We help, you save. Offer valid through 4/2. Selection varies by location while supplies last.
97.7 WLQI Rensselaer. 97.7 The Q.
Time for a Check of News. This Check of News brought to us by Ned Tonner, attorney at law, located across from Milroy Park in Rensselaer. Here's Russ Martin.
A 4-car crash on State Road 10, approximately 5 miles east of North Judson on Sunday, injured several people, with 2 needing to be extricated from their vehicle and 2 airlifted from the scene. According to reports, a westbound vehicle driven by 19-year-old Coral Rogers was stopped on the highway, waiting to turn south on County Road 300 East, when a second vehicle, operated by 62-year-old Lori Kraft, failed to stop and rear-ended the first one. Kraft's car ended in the eastbound lanes where it was struck by a vehicle driven by 29-year-old Caitlin Dombrowski, and her vehicle rolled, striking a 4th car stopped at the county road. All drivers and 2 passengers needed to be transported for medical care. There was no mention in the report where those involved resided. The town of Goodland received good news about repaving certain streets. Council President Jim Butler talks about state funding and when the work will begin.
We've received a Indiana Department of Transportation Community Crossings grant for $186,000 for street rehabilitation and that sort of thing. That'll definitely be this summer or maybe in the fall. The street department, let them decide the priority on what streets get resurfaced. We're taking bids at this time. As soon as we get the bids in place, we'd like to get underway on that.
You can hear the interview on our websites at the News Link and Newsmakers tab. The Indiana Department of Transportation, or INDOT, has issued a warning as the toll-related scam continues, targeting Hoosiers statewide. Many people have reported receiving a false message appearing to come from INDOT, giving you a quote-unquote final notice regarding unpaid tolls and mentions you will be subject to fines, late fees, or even vehicle impoundment and suspension of your driving registration. If you have tolls and you do not pay them, INDOT will not notify you by text. This scam began more than a year ago, as the FBI reported in April 2024 they had received over 2,000 complaints. You're encouraged to report them to the Internet Crime Complaint Center at ic3.gov. That's the letter I, the letter C, 3.gov, and delete the text. Food Finders Mobile Pantry will have an event on Thursday, March 27th at the Wheatfield Pentecostal Church of God, just south of the Highway 49 and State Road 10 intersection. Food distribution will begin at 10 a.m. Food Finders asks that you please not arrive for the drive-through event prior to 9:30, and please remain in your vehicle at all times. And progress in the fight against Alzheimer's. CBS News correspondent Michael George has more.
A new treatment is showing promise at slowing the onset of Alzheimer's, effectively postponing the disease. Researchers at Washington University in St. Louis found the experimental drug is effective for people in their 40s and 50s who are genetically prone to Alzheimer's. But the funding of the study is being threatened by government cutbacks.
Enjoy your day. Stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Hi, this is Ned Tonner, and for over 25 years, I've met with clients in our area to discuss their legal issues, whether it be litigation, criminal, end-of-life issues, or family law. Call me today at 866-8888 to schedule an appointment. I'm here for you.
Ned Tonner, attorney at law, is located on West Washington Street in Rensselaer, across from Milroy Park. Call 866-8888 to schedule your appointment. That's Ned Tonner at 866-8888. Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
70-year-old Michael Mike Anderson of DeMott passed away on March 19th. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. today at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Services for Mike Anderson will be held at Boersma Funeral Home 6 o'clock today. Pastor Brian Burke officiating. Interment will be at DeMott Cemetery on Wednesday, March 26th at 10 a.m. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. 79-year-old Judith Bailey of DeMott passed away on March 20th. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Wednesday, March 26th at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Services for Judith Bailey will be held at Boersma Funeral Home 6 p.m. on Wednesday. Pastor Ed Bontrager officiating. Graveside interment will take place at Holland Cemetery at 11 a.m. on Thursday. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Lake County Fair All-Breed Classic Open Horse Show. 101-year-old Alice Faye Reinhold Peterson of Winnemac passed away on March 21st. Visitation will be from 4 until 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. Funeral services for Alice Faye Peterson will be held at 11 a.m. Eastern on Thursday at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. John Peterson officiating. Burial will take place at Winnemac Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to Pleasant Hill Community Church of Bruce Lake. Online tributes may be offered at framemortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. 66-year-old Lyle Besner of Rensselaer passed away on March 21st. Friends may call from 3 until 7 p.m. on Thursday at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Graveside services for Lyle Besner will be held at the Kankakee Township Cemetery, 10 a.m. on Friday, March 28th. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the family. 80-year-old Alice Ann Jones of Wheatfield passed away on March 23rd. Graveside services for Alice Ann Jones will be held at the Sorrowful Mother Catholic Church Cemetery, 1 p.m. on Thursday, March 27th. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. 76-year-old Linda Marie Harkness of Peru passed away on Friday, March 21st. Visitation will be from 1 until 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, March 28th at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. Funeral services for Linda Marie Harkness will be held at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday at Frame Mortuary with Alan Landis officiating. Burial will take place at Reed Cemetery at Winnemac. Memorial contributions may be made to Autism Speaks. Tributes may be offered at framemortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. 65-year-old Mickey Yeoman of Rensselaer passed away on Wednesday, March 19th. The family is planning a celebration of life for Mickey Yeoman at a later date. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. Memories and condolences may be shared with the family at steinkefuneralhome.com. 101-year-old Valerie Radke of Francisville passed away on Tuesday, March 18th. At Valerie Radke's request, no services will be held. Cremation will take place at Frame Crematory in Winnemac. Memorial contributions may be made to Pulaski County Human Services. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Quarry Albright Chapel, Madairyville. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Today, a slight chance of rain before 4 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 52. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 31. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 53. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 33. Thursday, a 30% chance of showers. Partly sunny and breezy with a high near 59. Thursday night, showers likely, mainly after 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 47.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Welcome to Touhyville, 97.7 The Q and 98 Gold. It's time for a look at sports. It's brought to us by our friends over at Nitco. Visit nitco.com today and find out how you can get high-speed internet for your home or your business.
A pleasant good Tuesday. Here's your sports. I'm Frank Sprinkle. The second round complete in the NCAA women's basketball tournament on Monday in the Birmingham 3 region. 8th seed Illinois unable to pull off the upset of top seed Texas. Played on Texas's home court in Austin as the Lady Fighting Illini season concludes with Texas headed on to the Sweet 16. It was a 65-48 final. The other number 1 seed playing on Monday also advancing into the Sweet 16. USC on their home court, 96-59 winners over 9th seed Mississippi State in the Spokane 4 region. Perhaps the game of the day taking place in College Park, Maryland, out of the Birmingham 2 region. 4th seed Maryland defending home court, but they need a double overtime to get by 5th seed Alabama 111-108. The NBA success defining the Bulls' 6-game road trip, which ended in Denver on Monday. The Bulls in this stretch going 4-2, and winners currently a 3 straight, capped off with a 129-119 victory over the Nuggets, minus 3-time league MVP Nikola Jokic sidelined due to an injured left ankle. As far as the Bulls, they got a game-high 37 points out of Kobe White and another strong showing from Josh Giddey after a triple-double this past Saturday against the Lakers. Giddey had 26, a near triple-double, 9 assists and 7 rebounds. The game was deadlocked at 95 all heading into the fourth quarter. The Bulls outscoring the Nuggets 34-24 over the final 12 minutes, which included at one point a 17-4 run. As far as the Pacers, they're thinking about home court in the first round of the playoffs, currently holding on to the 4th seed and certainly helping that cause, defeating the Minnesota Timberwolves at home on Monday 119-103. Pacers now in a 5-game winning streak. Tyrese Halliburton a double-double, 24 points, 11 rebounds. Halliburton with a double-double over 11 consecutive games. Obi Toppin a strong showing off the bench, 6 of 9 from three-point range. He finished with 20. NFL, the busy offseason of signings continued for the Bears on Monday, coming to terms with Nick McLeod in a 1-year deal. He's expected to compete for a spot on defense, specifically a corner. McLeod split last season between the New York Giants and San Francisco 49ers. With the Giants in 2022, McLeod started in 8 of his 14 games played, accumulating 43 tackles and 7 pass deflections. Major League Baseball spring training reaching its endpoint Monday for the White Sox, concluding Cactus League play in Arizona with an 8-5 win over the Athletics in Glendale. White Sox now get a couple days off before jump-starting the 2025 regular season at Wright Field Thursday, the first of 3 with the Los Angeles Angels. Also in Arizona, the Cubs have one more left on their spring training slate, but on Monday they dropped their second to last exhibition in Mesa, losing 13-4 to the Atlanta Braves. The Cubs wrap up spring training Tuesday, the second game of this brief set with the Braves in Mesa. And that's a look at your sports for this Tuesday. I'm Frank Sprinkle.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all 3? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
All right, let's play Find the Big Deal with Striking Man Till. Give me a call, 219-866-4104. We're looking for the price today on cremette pasta, 12 to 16-ounce boxes on sale this week at Striking Man Till. 219-866-4104. Let me know the price on that cremette pasta, and you'll be entered in for a chance to win the $50 gift card from Striking Man Till and Touhyville. Good luck.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in credit card debt or personal loans? With credit card debt at all-time highs, Debt Relief Advocates is urgently notifying consumers of debt relief now being made available, designed to aid consumers with out-of-control credit card debt. Those who qualify and enroll for this relief program will only have to pay back a fraction of what they owe. This is not bankruptcy or a debt consolidation loan. This is a relief program that credit card companies would rather you not know about, as it ends your debt nightmare and saves you lots of money. Consumers owing at least $10,000 in credit card debt or personal loans can now take advantage of this debt relief as the cost of living skyrockets. Debt Relief Advocates has established a relief hotline for you to call to learn what debt reduction you may qualify for, so don't wait. For this free information, call the Relief Hotline at 800-707-6152. 800-707-6152. 800-707-6152.
What if your limited inventory had unlimited potential? What if your biggest risk was not taking one? What if you could make every move matter? Bank of America's Business Solutions can help bring your biggest what-ifs within reach. Find out how our digital tools, cutting-edge insights, and trusted expertise can work for your business. What would you like the power to do? Visit bankofamerica.com/banking for business to learn more. Bank of America is proud to be the official bank sponsor of FIFA World Cup 2026.
All right, congratulations to John and Rich from Rensselaer, both getting in to let me know the cream pasta is on sale this week for 79 cents each at Strag & Mantell. Now, when I say this week, I mean through today. That's it, because then tomorrow's a brand new sale flyer, so get over there and buy your pasta today. You can also order it online. Ordering groceries is easier than ever at stragandmantell.com. They'll do the shopping for you and you go pick it up, or you could have it delivered to your home or business. You still get the in-store sale prices. You still get the reward points. You still use the coupons, all that good stuff. Strag & Mantell, life made simple, food made easy. Visit stragandmantell.com. All right, your second chance to get registered for that $50 gift card will be up on the WLQI and 98 Gold Facebook pages. Head over there, comment with the price and the same item. You'll be entered in for a chance to win that $50 gift card. We'll draw the winner on Friday. Good luck.
So you're telling me I can get any Quiznos 8-inch sub for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
So I can order an 8-inch Baja Chicken Club for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
Or a Black Angus Steakhouse for $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Or a French dip, or a steakhouse cheddar, or a peppercorn steak.
For $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Only at Quiznos in Wheatfield, right across from KV.
$5.55 after 5 for any 8-inch sub at the Quiznos in Wheatfield. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Download the Quiznos app today.
Spring has sprung at another season in DeMotte. Everywhere you turn are the tastes, smells, feels of spring. New candles from Swan Creek, charcuterie goodies including dips, chocolates, drink mixes, snack items, and more. At another season, there's no need to wait for April showers. Forever flowers are always in bloom. Easter is on its way, and another season has gifts that'll make the Easter Bunny jealous. Hop on in and shop today. Another Season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMotte. Visit online at anotherseasonfloral.com. Like them on Facebook and follow on Instagram.
Hello.
Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
Touhyville,
Now even two-ear.
Why were you here so early?
It's a special day.
Yeah, detail. It's waffles.
Yeah, what about them?
They've got
Worldwide, today is International Waffle Day.
Ooh, waffles.
It is a breakfast treat, and it has its own day.
International Waffle Day.
International Waffle Day.
It's a holiday that first began in Sweden to mark the beginning of spring.
Let there be waffles.
Okay, it's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. It is Waffle Day. Have you ever been to a Waffle House?
I have never been to a Waffle House.
I think once in my life I've eaten at a Waffle House. I was trying to think during that little thing about waffles. I'm like, trying to remember. I think once, maybe when we were on vacation, maybe when I was doing stand-up, I was going somewhere. I went with some people to a Waffle House. That's maybe once I can remember.
Yeah, I don't know why I was never really into like Denny's, IHOP. Like sometimes I would go or whatever it is, but I really prefer places like we went on in South Haven, like the diner that we went to. Like I like that, or I like more eclectic.
Yeah. Denny's was my go-to when I was younger. That's where we would go. That was, my friends and I weren't big into like going out and partying or, getting hammered and stuff like that. So on a Tuesday, we would just all meet at Denny's and we'd have coffee and pie. We were like dorks, we just like would hang out.
Right. And
maybe 18, 19, 20 to 24 years old.
Right, but everything was like $1, and it was like the rootin' tootin' highfalutin breakfast.
The rootin' tootin' highfalutin here at Denny's.
All for $2.
We also have chicken in a bedpan. The rootin' tootin' highfalutin.
Don't you remember the rootin' tootin' highfalutin?
Time out. You're thinking of the IHOP, which had like the Rudy Tooty Fresh on Fruity or something like that. Like it was like the. It was the Little Richard or something. It was IHOP
Rootin' Tootin'. No, it's the Rootin' Tootin' Highfalutin breakfast.
No, there was never a Rootin' Tootin' Highfalutin. IHOP had the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity. Yes, see? The Rootin' Tootin' Highfalutin. Yosemite Sam. Pew, pew, pew. It's a rootin' tootin'est hootenanny you've ever been to.
Listen, the most important thing here is that I could handle your marketing. We take away we're the aspirin. I'm your aspirin for your marketing.
Sure, absolutely. Hey Terry, I have a great idea for houses. Why don't you come out and do commercials that say Cornerstone Real Estate is your rootin' tootin'est best house selling joint in the West? I don't think that's the way to go.
Listen, I didn't recommend it for Terry.
I know.
Okay?
I'm just saying. Cheryl can handle your marketing. That's whatever place.
And if not, just go buy some garlic. It'll keep away Cheryl and the vampire.
We've talked about this in the past. So at a previous radio station where Cheryl and I worked, she was in charge of sales and I was in charge of programming. And one of my other jobs daily was to write a lot of the commercials. So
was this before we fell in love?
No, it was in the middle of it.
All right.
And you came to me and said, "Listen, Steve, everything can't be fantastic, okay? Or amazing. Like the shoes are amazing, the house is amazing, the clothes are amazing, the phones are amazing, the cars are amazing. Can we come up with can we get you a thesaurus?" So, and now Cheryl is here to tell you that any business that wants to advertise with us here at the radio station can all be the rootin' tootin' highfalutin ... whatever it is, So we're
I'm just saying.
one of the things on Cheryl's list is so Cheryl not only wants to help small businesses grow, her big thing, and this is true, this is no joke. If she likes the place, she really wants them to advertise with us because she wants everyone to know about it. And she really wants to talk about it on the radio, and I won't let her until they advertise. Like, because listen, it's what we do. It's our business. So she would really like the folks over at Northside to know She can make your place
yes.
the pork tenderloin, the rootin' tootin' highfalutin pork tenderloin, if you would like.
Listen, Brett.
Or what did they do?
Brett.
What did they do? They did the they had like fish one night or salmon or the ahi. We want to make your
had to
place
tie me down to the bed.
The rootin' tootin' highfalutin ahi joint. I mean, this.
I love ahi. I was mad that night because you
Oh.
read the 3 options, and I'm like,
Oh, you wanted to go there? Yeah.
come on.
Right. But we had already had dinner planned out, like it was out defrosting.
Right. It
We were ready
showed
to
in my
go.
feed like as it was going on, and I'm like, all right, now I'm getting upset because people don't make their plans at 6:30. Well,
I know.
some people do,
Right.
but this chick's in bed
Right.
sawing logs
Well,
at
that's
7:30.
whole different issue. Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
It's past my bedtime.
Yes. Larry says, good morning, Steve and Cheryl. Have a wonderful day. You too, Larry. Enjoy Tennessee. Tiffany says, good morning to you both. Mel says, good morning. So Mel says, talk about Denny's. We would go to Denny's because it was the cheapest place for breakfast.
Yes.
And the kicker was they had a full bar in Denny's. I could not believe it.
Wait, what?
Oh, she goes, oh, when I was in Vegas. Okay. I was like, I missed that part.
Oh,
So that was in
Okay.
Vegas. So
Because I was like a bar.
So, Mel, I know that this was your first time in Vegas, but everywhere has a full bar in Vegas. I went into the restroom; they had a full bar in Vegas. So I went to church and they had a full bar and ashtrays in Vegas. So they have it all in Vegas.
So here's what I want to find out now that we're talking about bars and stuff like that. And don't you remember there were 2 places, Target and Taco Bell,
Also had full bars.
that because the Taco Bell was supposed to be a cantina and it was supposed to have margaritas, which to me makes total sense.
Sure.
Have never seen one.
Okay.
And then Target was supposed to be getting some locations that had a bar.
Oh, I did not know about this.
So
Yeah.
now I want to know if Target.
I know when we used to go to Mariano's up in Chicago, in Illinois, they had like you could buy a beer or you could get wine while you were shopping.
At Mariano's?
Yeah.
Not the one in Frankfurt, though, right?
Yeah, they had in like their hot bar, like you could go over there, you could get yourself some ribs and get a beer, and you could just walk around and drink it while you were shopping.
I didn't know you could get a beer.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. It's you could always tell if I had been drinking based on what stuff I brought home. Cheryl, I don't even know what this is. It's just green and leafy, but we should make something with it.
Okay. Taco Bell in 2016, Taco Bell launched Taco Bell Cantina flagship store in Vegas.
See, there you go.
Open 24 hours and
Yes.
serves alcohol.
Everybody's got a bar in Vegas. That's it. That's the way to go. Yep.
I did love Vegas because, well, we couldn't really shop 24 hours. The stores were closed. But I think that would be a great idea.
I'm shocked. Cheryl's like, Vegas is fine, except sometimes the stores close. It's not fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've never had good pizza in Vegas ever. I've tried. Never had good pizza. It's the only thing that I've not had that's above and beyond like crazy.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I don't need it there.
And I would say, honestly, we went to an expensive Chinese food place and it tasted like Chinese food. And I don't mean that to sound like
it
weird.
wasn't
like,
even great Chinese
right,
food.
it was fine.
Like,
it was fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Tina says we get sick every time we went to Waffle House, so we didn't go anymore. That's a good plan. Just that's a good plan.
For me, that's Domino's. I've never, ever, ever had Domino's pizza and not puke.
Oh, see, I was gonna say it was Red Lobster.
That too.
Yeah. Although we're not so sure that now that might just be an allergy. We're not really even sure.
Yeah, we're not.
We're not sure. So.
We're not. Yeah.
By the way, I meant to mention that portion of the show is running brought to us by Supercuts. Visit Supercuts in Rensselaer and Lowell. Get yourself a Supercut today. Also, they have tanning. When I was getting my hair cut the other day, man, it was one after another. We're getting going in the tanning bed.
Yeah.
They would go, then they clean up the bed. Next person would go in. They'd go clean up the bed. It was one after another was going in there. So, also want to mention our friends over at Virks Fine Jewelry. You can turn your unwanted jewelry, coins, and collectibles into cash. Highest prices paid in a quick, convenient, confidential transaction. Visit them at the corner of 18th and Main and Lafayette. Visit Virks. Virks.com.
And they have like all sorts of collectibles there. I mean, Virks is like your one-stop shop.
Yeah.
And they do appraisals. Because that's very important. Get your jewelry appraised so that it's
they're
all
good folks
covered
over
and
there.
all that stuff. Yeah.
Good folks over there. All right, let's take a look at our March Madness. Our Mick Madness. March Madness is what's going on with the basketball teams. Mick Madness is what we're doing.
Did you, by the way, March Madness side thing, did you see the girl that like tore something in her knee? She went down. They made it to the next thing for the first time since 1986.
Oof.
And I watched, she fell, grabbed her knee, and she's their star. I forget. Junie? I don't know. I'll have to look. Yeah. That's why I don't do the news, because I come with about a quarter of the facts. You know that girl, she got hurt, but they advanced.
Steve, I know you're going in a direction, but I want to stop you immediately to
sorry.
give you a quarter of the story, and then
Squirrel.
we'll figure it out. Yeah.
Squirrel.
Mick Madness matchups for today. The Kasatovich, Umfleet, McDonald's, Touhyville. Mick Madness rages on. Oh, it's a close one so far. Matchup number 1. We have Snack Wraps taking on the Classic Hamburger right now. 57% of the vote going to Classic Hamburger. 43% of the vote going to the Snack Wrap. Really close. That's a matter of a couple of votes. And then,
please, I need the Snack Wraps to land permanently. That's what I need for them.
Well, they're coming back.
I know.
Coming back in July.
But if they're gone by September, I'm going to be screaming.
Well, but at least we'll be able to grab them like when we're out and about doing the fairs and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And then the other one starting to be a runaway. Quarter pounder with cheese, 95% of the vote.
Woo!
Against McCafe hot coffees. I mean, I listen. I like my McDonald's coffee too. And I know a lot of people like the different kinds of coffee. I just like my coffee, cream, and sugar. And can I just say I love the change that they made, I think probably 5-10 years ago, where they put the cream and sugar in themselves. I really like that a lot.
Don't make me do that.
It used to always be you'd get a coffee and it'd be all piled up, and I'm like, I'm in the drive-through. Now what am I gonna? Now I gotta pull over and do the whole thing, and so they just ask you how many you want. They do it, and it's in there because I like a lot of cream. So then I'd always have to pull over, open my door, dump out some of the coffee because it'd be filled up. Most people would like if you want a black coffee. I get it. So anyway, so keep on voting there.
Juju Watkins. USC star Juju Watkins tore her ACL.
Rudy Tootie highfalutin. What? No. Where does she go to school? I'm sorry.
USC.
All right. Things are getting. Oh my goodness! I got to take a break already.
What?
I do. I know. I know. We feel like we just started, but we talked about Waffle House. We talked about Vegas. We talked about Denny's. We did the McDonald's. We did the Rootin' Tootin' Highfalutin. We had Junebug. We did all the things with the Junie Balloony. What's her name?
Junie B. Jones? Juju Watkins.
Juju Watkins. Yes. So, all right. Take a break. Then we come back, and I swear we're going to talk about United Airlines and why things are getting nutty up in the air. So stick around.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center, recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, a slight chance of rain before 4 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 52. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 31. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 53. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 33. Thursday, a 30% chance of showers. Partly sunny and breezy with a high near 59. Thursday night, showers likely, mainly after 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 47.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
With so much financial uncertainty, are you wondering if your retirement savings will last? The market's ups and downs can keep you guessing, especially if you're approaching retirement or considering it. Hi, I'm Edward Jones financial advisor Christine Bogan. If you have more questions than answers about what's next, let's work together to help ensure you're prepared for the future. After all, retirement isn't the end of the road. It's a new beginning. Call us at 219-866-3788. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Enroll now at St. Joseph's College in Rensselaer for certification classes starting in April. Register for the electrocardiogram tech program, where you'll learn to measure, monitor, and track electrical activity of the heart through wires and electrodes attached to the chest, arms, and legs. Get your EKG certification in 6 weeks for an immediate career in healthcare. With classes being offered in April, scholarships are available. Apply at St. Joseph's College today at stjo.edu.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you got to build your business. We got to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much. You like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
So you're telling me I can get any Quiznos 8-inch sub for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
So I can order an 8-inch Baja Chicken Club for $5.55 after 5?
Yep.
Or a Black Angus Steakhouse for $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Or a French dip, or a steakhouse cheddar, or a peppercorn steak.
For $5.55 after 5?
Yes. Only at Quiznos in Wheatfield, right across from KV.
$5.55 after 5 for any 8-inch sub at the Quiznos in Wheatfield. Cannot be combined with any other offer. Download the Quiznos app today. This just into the newsroom. Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer, has a new telephone number. It's 219-204-2140. That's 219-204-2140. New telephone number, still your one-stop shop for all of your home improvement needs. That new phone number, once again, for Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer, 219-204-2140.
Touhyville, now with 2 Touhies and no waiting.
Morning is an important time of day.
Are you awake?
I am awake.
But I'm not happy.
It is way too early for this, guys. And I haven't even had my coffee yet.
So it's Tuesday.
Hey, it's only Tuesday.
Is it really?
Yep, nothing to get excited about.
Well, I, for one, am very excited about this. About what?
About what?
About this show.
What about this show?
It's showtime.
Welcome into Touhyville. Stephen Sherrill with you, portions of which are brought to us by our friends over at Model 1 Chevrolet of Kentland. Of course, that's formerly Elsip Chevrolet, Emerson Autograph. Same great folks, new owner, new name, but the same folks taking care of you and all your car needs there at Model 1 Chevrolet of Kentland. So visit them online. Also, want to mention our friends over at the Kasanovich Fleet McDonald's, of course, sponsoring our streaming video. You can see our smiling faces. We're on YouTube and Facebook. We're on Facebook on 3 different channels, The Q, 98 Gold, and Touhyville. If you're watching the video, like it. You just hit the little like button. That helps it go into more feeds. If you share it on your page, that helps it even more. So we appreciate that. Commenting on the video helps as well. And if you're on YouTube, go and subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the little bell. You'll get notified every time we go on. Of course, Kasanovich Fleet McDonald's with multiple locations in our listening area. Of course, in Hebron, right off of 65, right off of 65 on 114 in Rensselaer, right off of 65 in Remington as well. Also in DeMott and in Rensselaer. So, and I believe the one in DeMott's still getting remodeled on the inside. So you can go to the drive-thru or you go to Get McDelivery as well. So, all right, United Airlines, things are getting kooky over there. So we'll start with this one. United Airlines is apologizing to a mother who says a flight crew asked her to remove her son from his breathing machine before they could take off. I would love to know the United Airlines side of this as to why in the world this would be a thing.
Yeah.
Why? What is their purpose in asking this to happen? And it always makes me nervous when someone jumps onto social media and doesn't, makes it out to be that there was no reason whatsoever to do that. There had to be some reason, and I can't grasp what it would be and why United Airlines wouldn't get that out immediately.
Yeah. I mean,
they don't seem to be.
But the first thing that strikes me is, why'd they kick you off the flight with my emotional support dog?
I know. I mean, that's,
And have you take the flight that took off 2 hours later?
Sometimes people get a little overexcited about their own power. I agree.
Right. But there has to be checks and balances to stop that behavior as it's happening. Not can't even imagine this mom trying to advocate, and then I guess you'll tell the story. It escalated all the way through. I would have been like, oh my gosh.
So she says here, the way you treated my son when we were attempting to fly home from Tampa to Newark was absolutely ridiculous, said Melissa Sotomayor in a nearly 10-minute TikTok video, which I didn't even know you could do, by the way. Gained more than 1.3 million views. Her nearly 2-year-old son, Noah, is medically complex and relies on a breathing tube, ventilator, and other devices, she posted.
I can't imagine either.
So you have to know that this is happening when you're getting on the plane.
Set it up even it's just, I just don't understand why you would make something a deal like that with a mom. I can't imagine. I mean, when you and I travel, we have nothing to worry about now. But when we had kids, it was like madness. Yep. Do we have this? Does she have that? Did we, everybody got headphones, passport, whatever it is.
Right.
And now you're traveling and it's already high pressure. And then this, I mean, if it's not something he needs,
and you see this when they're getting on the plane.
You're not trying to take a comic book away from him.
Right.
I mean,
why are we waiting? Because she says, once we got seated, a male flight attendant approached me and said I needed to take my son off the ventilator and the portable oxygen concentrator because they needed to be secure for takeoff. She said, I explained to him that I could not take these pieces off my son. The equipment is there because it's helping keep him alive. That's the end of the discussion as far as I'm concerned.
Right.
We're all done talking about this.
Yeah.
Okay. I know. All my bags and my laptops are supposed to be underneath there. You're telling me that they haven't dealt with older people getting on planes with oxygen and things like that?
Right.
You're telling me that they've never dealt with this before?
Right.
I mean, there's no way.
Well, plus now it's a portable pack. It's not.
I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, I mean,
he needs it to live.
This is how he lives.
Live. Right. Breathe.
So the mom says she had just flown from United to Tampa with no problem. Did this already without an issue. She had letters from doctors clearing her son to fly and other documentation. The captain comes back to me and says, I do not feel that your son should be flying. It's dangerous for him. Excuse
Why don't
me.
we stick to the?
I see your wings. I see your wings. Yeah. You're a captain. Do you
head to the
your doctorate?
Right.
Are you?
Right.
Here's the papers from his doctor. I'm sorry that you feel that it's not good. Here's stuff from his doc, and we're going back home. So now what? Now what am I supposed to do?
Right. I think he's also on the committee that decided I didn't need a CGM from.
Yeah.
We know your doctor says, but.
I do not feel that your son should be flying. It's dangerous for him. Look at him. The pilot said. Yeah. I said, there is no problem. My son is medically cleared. She says, I've fought for my son's life his entire life, and I'm still doing so. The equipment was FAA approved, and United's accessibility department selected their seats. She told the crew. So United, your company, picked these seats for us because of this. I've cleared all this already. What are you doing? You're wrong. This has been cleared with your company. Stop it. You're not a king. Okay? You're
Yeah. Right.
in-air waitress. Stop it. Waiter in this case. Not that I'm knocking waiters or waitresses. I love them when
Well,
they bring
he's
me
a
my
pilot.
food.
I thought
I'm
this
saying,
didn't- I mean,
the
go
steward.
fly the plane.
Yeah, the flight attendant. Eventually, the family was allowed to continue on the flight, which landed in Newark's which landed in Newark nearly an hour behind schedule because you guys want to think you're the big McGaff, the big thing, the big deal. Get out of here.
Well, and here's the thing too. I remember from not to compare it to the dog, but I'm crying and we're embarrassed, like because
Of
everyone around us
course.
is like, let the dog on, like we're fine.
Have you
Just
seen our dog?
Right, he's 7 pounds.
I mean,
but,
for goodness sakes, stop
Yeah.
it.
but I can't imagine her. I would feel like I was in the Twilight Zone. I'm having a
Yes.
conversation about life and death, not whether or not I prefer popcorn or peanuts as my
And I
side
just
dish.
flew. I
Right,
just
right,
flew on
right.
your airlines.
Yeah. Ooh.
We've connected. So this was what United put out in a short statement. We've connected with the customer to address her concerns and apologized for any frustration she may have experienced.
Yeah, that's not a C-suite.
Yeah.
Hey, send her like email number 4, dear blank with a comma.
Yeah. The airline did not respond to a question about whether or not the mom was offered compensation. So
I'll tell you
this
what
is
we're going to
get
do.
bigger.
We're going to give you a free drink.
Yeah, this is going to get bigger. This is a lawsuit.
Well, and this is to me, it's what you call it against people that can't. I mean, you know what I mean, like Disabilities Act. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. So that's story number 1 of people overstepping their bounds on United Airlines. Here is story number 2 of people overstepping their bounds on United Airlines. A 20-year-old Orthodox Jewish man, not sure what this has to do with anything, from New Jersey is suing United Airlines. He claims the pilot yanked him out of the bathroom for taking too long. Somebody's in here. Still in here. No, seriously, I'm going to be a little bit. I got something going on here. I'm just going to need a little bit.
Is that a thing you can even? Are we timed in the bathroom on a flight?
The last time that happened to me was when I was in the 5th grade, and the teacher would send a kid in to make sure you're okay if you took longer than like 5 minutes. Like, yes, just tell her I had Chipotle. It's going to be a little bit. Like, do you remember that? I don't know if it was the same way in Jewish school, but yeah, when I was in grammar school, yeah, you were in the bathroom for more than 5 minutes. The teacher would send somebody out to make sure you're okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no.
Yes, I'm just going to the bath. It's embarrassing enough that I have to go number 2 at school and make boom boom. Okay, when I'm 10, it's embarrassing enough. Now the whole class has to know that I've been gone for too long. So you have to check on me.
Well,
what do you think I'm doing? You think I went out to the park? Like,
well, plus if you're a girl, like, and you,
yes, stop.
There's things that go on, and
the only time that didn't happen was in Sister Bernadette's class, because she would always fall asleep in the middle of class.
you did not have a sister fall asleep in the middle of class.
All the time, like regularly. Like
what?
Yeah, regularly. Like it was math class, and she'd give us our homework, and then you just look up and you just see her. She was out. Yeah, she was. I'm not exaggerating. I think she may have been
narcoleptic.
The co-captain on Noah's Ark. I mean, she's been around for a while. She was
right, but that's besides the point. What did you tell your parents?
No,
not now. I mean, back then.
No, we were kids. We loved it. We were like, great. Just not paying attention. We'd all chit chat and help each other with our math homework. No, I was in 5th grade. It was the greatest thing ever.
Yeah. See, we had class. We had class from like 7:30 to 5:30, 5 every day.
Yeah. But you guys didn't allow women in your teachings, did you? It was only the men.
Yes, women could teach, for Pete's sake. Oh my gosh. No.
No women allowed to do anything.
No, we
Shalom.
were. Oh my gosh. No, we could be teachers.
I know.
Could
I'm
be
kidding.
anything we wanted to be, other than
Sure,
rabbis.
right. Well, there you go. Yeah, other than in charge. It's
He said that. I did not. Oh my gosh, the heat here.
Listen, I grew up Catholic. It was the same way. That's why the sisters taught, and the priest would just do mass once in 1 hour a day, and then they could go off and drink. So anyway, none of this is why you called. So this poor guy, he says, was yanked from the bathroom. How did they break the lock? Don't you have it closed? Like, it happened January 28th while flying home from a trip to New Mexico with a friend. A flight attendant woke his friend up from a nap and told him to go check on the other guy because he'd been in the bathroom for 20 minutes. The guy yelled to the door. He was fine, just constipated. I'm good, just a little stopped up. We're coming back from Mexico, and I think something didn't go right. You know, they put a lot of cheese on stuff. So they left him alone. But then, about 10 minutes later, when he hadn't come out, the pilot got involved. Like, he's not embarrassed enough. You guys don't have another bathroom on the plane? He's having some issues in the bathroom.
And no one's
not
had
doing
issues
anything
in the bathroom ever. I mean, I just would
Again,
think,
like, well, according to the lawsuit, the pilot started screaming and demanding that he come out.
Oh my gosh.
Then broke the lock and opened the door on him while he's sitting there. As you would expect, his pants were down. Everything's out there for everybody. He says the pilot, flight attendants, and several passengers all had a good view of him. Yeah, he's going to win this lawsuit big time. He and his friend got handcuffed and escorted off the plane when it landed. Timeout. Now I'm arrested for being stopped up in the bathroom, and my friend was arrested for knowing me?
For what? What was the, does it say what they can't just arrest you. What did they say they arrested him for?
It doesn't. Airport police put them in holding cells, but eventually released them without filing any charges.
Oh, this is big trouble.
Yeah, it is.
Well, plus, according to like Orthodox Jewish religion, like modesty is everything. Like you don't, like I never in my entire growing up ever saw my dad. Like not on accident,
Right.
nothing.
Right.
Not in the hospital, nothing. No,
Jews don't show their junk, Shalom.
oh my Lord. No, I mean, like my mom walking around the house, it was layers and layers.
Well,
It was like-
yes!
I mean, it was not like I walk around in a t-shirt, period. Like, I don't care.
Well, yeah, but it's different.
It
Yes.
was way different. So like that modesty thing is a oof.
Both of them are suing, claiming they were treated unfairly, which they were. They also claim the pilot talked about them being Jewish and made anti-Semitic remarks.
Oh, you're so done. Because I was going to say to you, what does the fact that he's an Orthodox Jew have anything to do with the
I
fact
couldn't
that
figure
they
it out
did-
why that was right in the
why
beginning,
did they
but
put that in the
now-
beginning?
yeah.
Now I get it.
Yeah. A jury will decide if they deserve to get paid or not, and if so, how much. United has declined to comment on the lawsuit.
I bet.
Yeah, no big surprise there. By the way, United lawyers, you're going to be busy. There's a woman who'd like to speak to you about flight attendants trying to kill her son. So if you want to check with them on that. Dana says, I had an algebra teacher that would take a drink of mushroom juice and give us our assignments and then sleep the rest of the hour. I didn't tell my parents either. I got an A in algebra.
Oh my gosh.
See what I'm saying? Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell my parents we have a teacher that falls asleep.
Wow.
I had, all right, now going back to my school days, when I was in high school, for whatever reason, second period of the day was bad for me. I would always get tired by second period. I don't know if I was just
second
bored.
period for you was what time? About
8:30, 9 o'clock, somewhere around then.
Okay.
So it was, I think it was biology. It was some kind of science class. Again, this was in high school with a Christian brother who, I'm telling you, I think him and President Biden used to ride dinosaurs together to school. I mean, they were both super old, is what I'm saying. So he would he just had this way about him. He dressed almost like a monk. I know he was a Christian brother, but he had the robe and everything. And he was
What's
just
a Christian brother?
It was like a priest, kind of, but
okay,
but it was. They're
Did
not
they
Catholic.
wear
They're
the white thing around the black thing.
No, because I think that's a priest thing. I don't know what it was,
Okay.
but he was very monotone, talking about biology.
Oh boy!
Hello, everyone. Welcome to class. He was what he reminded me of?
Droopy Dog?
The guy from Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Bueller.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there were days the class started with the announcements, I'd be asleep by them, and head on the desk out. And this teacher, I think he was just done. He didn't care. He'd come over and he'd nudge me when we had a test, and he'd say, "Here," and I'd lift my head up, and then he didn't care. Second semester, I had a teacher that did care. It was economics.
Ooh.
But now my body's in a
sleep mode.
Yes, so I think I could fall asleep during. So I would try to stay up. But we're talking economics, and it's yeah. Oh, what? I'm 16 years old, learning about economics. What do I know? So he'd throw erasers at you. He'd come up and take the book and slam it on the desk to wake you up. Now it's funny because I was telling my dad about this when I was older. He said he had a teacher that if you were falling asleep, he'd start winging nickels at you and and hopefully not hit you. I mean, he was trying to hit you, but if you fall asleep in class, it's a good deterrent to not fall asleep in class, though. Yeah. And oddly enough, that teacher now works for United Airlines. That's what he does to passengers. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll update you on McMadness. Also, a new term that Cheryl and I feel has been around forever anyway. And
Rudy Tooty.
Rootin' Tootin' Highfalutin Show. That's what we've got going on today. We've got the Touhyville Rootin' Tootin' Highfalutin Show for you on a Tuesday. Stick around.
Joanne, are you sure this is a good idea? You really want me to shoot you out of a cannon?
A buyer called and wanted to know what the roof looked like, so I'm going to get a good picture.
The team at Jenkins Realtors will go above and beyond to help you buy or sell your home. Since 1976, Jenkins Realtors have been helping the people in our community buy the home of their dreams or make that move by selling their home. Call 219-866-5908 or visit JenkinsRealtorsInc.com. Jenkins Realtors, trusted, respected, recommended.
Did you get a good picture?
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Til to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Having your jewelry, coins, and collectibles properly appraised is often one of those projects that just gets backburnered. In the unfortunate event of a loss, however, you are going to want to be comfortable that your documentation is thorough and accurate, and no one is more qualified than Dirk's Fine Jewelry.
And some of you may not be aware, but Jeff Dirk is the only GIA graduate gemologist in residence in the greater Lafayette area.
And Liz and I both are the only International Society of Appraisers members in Lafayette, combined with the only 2 USPAP-compliant appraisers for personal property.
Insurance, liquidation, fair market, divorce, family disbursement, and more. It can sometimes be critical that you have a detailed document prepared by a qualified appraiser.
In these fluid and ever-changing markets, it's more important than ever to make sure your appraisal is up to date and your appraiser is properly trained, credentialed, and current with the latest legislation and standards.
Bjork's Fine Jewelry checks all of the right boxes for education, training, qualifications, certifications, and experience.
Let Bjork's Fine Jewelry be your personal jeweler while also offering Lafayette's largest and most complete jewelry store.
Corner of 18th and Main, Lafayette, Bjorks.com.
When it's time for harvest, you have days, not weeks, to get your grain out of the field and safely stored. That's why Chester Agricultural Systems and Brock Grain Storage Bins are built to deliver day-to-day reliability and long-lasting durability to protect your crop and your investment. Smart recommendations, reliable service, and trusted relationships. It's what being a Brock dealer is all about. At Chester Ag Systems in North Judson, their support is as strong as their steel, doing whatever it takes to protect your crop and keep your farming operation working without problems. Brock Solid means your grain storage, handling, conditioning, and structures will stand up to the challenge. And Chester Ag Systems is always here to help you grow. Call 574-896-5600. That's 574-896-5600. Or visit chesterinc.com.
Protect your home and auto with a bundle from Progressive so you can stop worrying about them and invent new things to worry about, like snakes in your bedroom. Sure, that sounds incredibly irrational, but now that we've mentioned it, you are a little worried. The odds of one snake, let alone snakes plural, are so slim. But you might want to check. Oh, you're not near your bedroom. Guess you'll just have to sit there and worry about it. So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Hi, I'm Chuck McDowell, the timeshare cancellation guy and founder of Wesley Financial Group. And I want to set the record straight. I am not an attorney. I've never wanted to be an attorney. And the truth is, I really don't even like attorneys. If I sound like an attorney or if I look like an attorney, I'll apologize. But what I've learned in my 15 years in the timeshare cancellation business is you don't need to be an attorney to get folks out of their timeshare. At Wesley, we've helped over 40,000 families cancel their timeshare without me being an attorney. And I want to share with you how we do it. Just give my office a call and you will not talk to an attorney. And I guarantee if we take you as a client, we'll get you out of your timeshare or you'll pay nothing.
Call now for your free information kit. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090. 800-714-9090.
97.7 WLQI Rensselaer. The Q.
Time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by Stanky Funeral Home. Visit stankyfuneralhome.com to ensure your final wishes are respected. Here's Russ Martin.
A 4-car crash on State Road 10, approximately 5 miles east of North Judson on Sunday, injured several people, with 2 needing to be extricated from their vehicle and 2 airlifted from the scene. According to reports, a westbound vehicle driven by 19-year-old Coral Rogers was stopped on the highway, waiting to turn south on County Road 300 East, when a second vehicle, operated by 62-year-old Lori Kraft, failed to stop and rear-ended the first one. Kraft's car ended in the eastbound lanes where it was struck by a vehicle driven by 29-year-old Caitlin Dombrowski, and her vehicle rolled, striking a fourth car stopped at the county road. All drivers and 2 passengers needed to be transported for medical care. There was no mention in the report where those involved resided. The town of Goodland received good news about repaving certain streets. Council President Jim Butler talks about state funding and when the work will begin.
We've received a Indiana Department of Transportation Community Crossings grant for $186,000 for street rehabilitation and that sort of thing. That'll definitely be this summer or maybe in the fall. The street department, let them decide the priority on what streets get resurfaced. We're taking bids at this time. As soon as we get the bids in place, we'd like to get underway on that.
You can hear the interview on our websites at the News Link and Newsmakers tab. The Indiana Department of Transportation, or INDOT, has issued a warning as the toll-related scam continues, targeting Hoosiers statewide. Many people have reported receiving a false message appearing to come from INDOT, giving you a quote-unquote final notice regarding unpaid tolls and mentions you will be subject to fines, late fees, or even vehicle impoundment and suspension of your driving registration. If you have tolls and you do not pay them, INDOT will not notify you by text. This scam began more than a year ago, as the FBI reported in April 2024 they had received over 2,000 complaints. You're encouraged to report them to the Internet Crime Complaint Center at ic3.gov. That's the letter I, the letter C, 3.gov, and delete the text. Food Finders Mobile Pantry will have an event on Thursday, March 27th at the Wheatfield Pentecostal Church of God, just south of the Highway 49 and State Road 10 intersection. Food distribution will begin at 10 a.m. Food Finders asks that you please not arrive for the drive-through event prior to 9:30, and please remain in your vehicle at all times. And progress in the fight against Alzheimer's. CBS News correspondent Michael George has more.
A new treatment is showing promise at slowing the onset of Alzheimer's, effectively postponing the disease. Researchers at Washington University in St. Louis found the experimental drug is effective for people in their 40s and 50s who are genetically prone to Alzheimer's. But the funding of the study is being threatened by government cutbacks.
Enjoy your day. Stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
Saying goodbye to a loved one is never easy. In your time of sorrow, look to Steinke Funeral Home of Rensselaer in Morocco to assist you and your family, offering funeral and memorial services ranging from traditional to uniquely innovative and personal, along with burial services, cremation options, and celebrations of life. Steinke Funeral Home offers complete care, allowing you to comfort your family while they take care of the details. If it's time to say goodbye to a loved one or you're pre-planning for your own service, call Steinke Funeral Home at 219-866-5151 or visit steinkefuneralhome.com.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
70-year-old Mike Anderson of DeMott passed away on March 19th. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. today at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Services for Mike Anderson will be held at Boersma Funeral Home 6 o'clock today. Pastor Brian Burke officiating. Interment will be at DeMott Cemetery on Wednesday, March 26th at 10 a.m. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. 79-year-old Judith Bailey of DeMott passed away on March 20th. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Wednesday, March 26th at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Services for Judith Bailey will be held at Boersma Funeral Home 6 p.m. on Wednesday. Pastor Ed Bontrager officiating. Graveside interment will take place at Holland Cemetery at 11 a.m. on Thursday. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Lake County Fair All-Breed Classic Open Horse Show. 101-year-old Alice Faye Reinhold Peterson of Winnemac passed away on March 21st. Visitation will be from 4 until 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. Funeral services for Alice Faye Peterson will be held at 11 a.m. Eastern on Thursday at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. John Peterson officiating. Burial will take place at Winnemac Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to Pleasant Hill Community Church of Bruce Lake. Online tributes may be offered at framemortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. 66-year-old Lyle Besner of Rensselaer passed away on March 21st. Friends may call from 3 until 7 p.m. on Thursday at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Graveside services for Lyle Besner will be held at the Kankakee Township Cemetery, 10 a.m. on Friday, March 28th. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the family. 80-year-old Alice Ann Jones of Wheatfield passed away on March 23rd. Graveside services for Alice Ann Jones will be held at the Sorrowful Mother Catholic Church Cemetery, 1 p.m. on Thursday, March 27th. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. 76-year-old Linda Marie Harkness of Peru passed away on Friday, March 21st. Visitation will be from 1 until 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, March 28th at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. Funeral services for Linda Marie Harkness will be held at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday at Frame Mortuary with Alan Landis officiating. Burial will take place at Reed Cemetery at Winnemac. Memorial contributions may be made to Autism Speaks. Tributes may be offered at framemortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. 65-year-old Mickey Yeoman of Rensselaer passed away on Wednesday, March 19th. The family is planning a celebration of life for Mickey Yeoman at a later date. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. Memories and condolences may be shared with the family at steinkefuneralhome.com. 101-year-old Valerie Radke of Francisville passed away on Tuesday, March 18th. At Valerie Radke's request, no services will be held. Cremation will take place at Frame Crematory in Winnemac. Memorial contributions may be made to Pulaski County Human Services. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Quarry Albright Chapel, Madairyville. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Today, a slight chance of rain before 4 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 52. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 31. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 53. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 33. Thursday, a 30% chance of showers. Partly sunny and breezy with a high near 59. Thursday night, showers likely, mainly after 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 47.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center. Touhyville. You know what they say? Two Touhies are better than one.
Oh, it's going to be a great day.
This is Tuesday. What? No way. Today is Tuesday.
Who's ready to go nuts?
What do you say? Who wants to help me out? Who wants to put on a show?
I'm talking microphones, everything. What about personality?
Personality. I don't have a personality. So fake it until you make it. Fake it till you make it.
I'll get the ball rolling.
It's showtime, baby.
Welcome to Touhyville. Stephen Sherrill with you here, having fun on a Tuesday morning. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thank you for getting your day started with us here on the Q 98 Gold. Also streaming on video on Facebook and YouTube. Also, let's say by chance you drive out of our listening area, which, would be far and wide if you're talking about the Q and 98 Gold. But, maybe you got to go further than Lafayette. Maybe you got to go further than Crown Point. Maybe you got to get out of the listening area. You can always listen online to our streaming, WLQI977.com, 981WIBN.com. Both stations have apps you can download in the Google Play Store, the App Store, so you can listen anytime. Portion of the show is brought to us by the Jasper County Fair Association. This weekend, starting Friday, just a couple days from now, you've got the yard sale going on at the community building. So shop or sell your goods in the warmth of the community building. There are still a few slots available. Contact Judy, 219-964-5683 for a 10 by 15 spot. It's in the community building Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, 8 to 4, Sunday, 10 to 2. You want to make your plans for that. Also want to mention Dandelion Spring Craft Show going on April 12th from 9 to 2 Central Time at the Jasper County Fairgrounds. Join them for their annual Spring Craft Show there at the fairgrounds. Breakfast and lunch will be served. Also want to mention Ed White Auto Sales. Visit edwhiteautosales.com and you can apply for financing right there on their Facebook or on their website rather, edwhiteautosales.com. Check out their inventory while you're there as well. All right, McMadness raging on. Keep on voting. Let's find out where things are at. We've got quarter pounder with cheese versus the McCafe hot coffees. Despite leaving an E off, it is coffees. And then we have the regular hamburger, the classic, the one that they were selling before McDonald's was even McDonald's, and the snack wraps. 57% to 43% classic hamburger in the lead.
Over snack wraps.
Over snack wraps.
Cut it out.
Snack wraps could get knocked out in the first round.
No.
I didn't think they would, really. I mean, because I get the love and the nostalgia for the classic hamburger. But for me, I'm always getting a cheeseburger. So I'm going classic cheeseburger over hamburger. And those are two different spots, by the way. Cheryl was wondering earlier. Two different slots. We have classic cheeseburger and classic hamburger. Yeah. We really only did that with those two things because of
what
them
they
from
are.
The
They're
start.
anchors. Yeah.
So, and then we've got...
Does anybody order a burger with no cheese on it?
I think my mom does. I think that's what she gets, is the Happy Meal with just a regular hamburger. Yeah, no cheese.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
So, and then I put, talking about cheese, though, I put quarter pounder with cheese. I don't even know if, I guess you have to ask them to take it off. I don't even think it says quarter pounder on the menu. I think it just says quarter pounder with cheese. So,
Okay.
Versus McCafe hot coffees, 92% going with quarter pounder with cheese. So there you go. There's a new term called boomer asking. It's not about baby boomers. They say it's a term for something you've definitely experienced and maybe even have done before. Boomer asking is when you ask someone a question just so you can talk about yourself. You want the question to come back at you like a boomerang. So do we even need a phrase for that or a term for that? It's been going on forever. We've all seen people do it. We've all had friends who do it regularly.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's multiple people that I know throughout my life or have known throughout my life that do this regularly. Will come up and they'll ask you a question and you know darn well the question is meant for you to bring it back to them. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. I so how are things going with you and Cheryl? Good. Because me and Kathy have been having a hard time lately. Why don't you just come up and say that?
Right.
Do you don't care how Cheryl and I are doing?
Right.
You didn't want to know. You have your own agenda.
Okay. Then in that scenario, I would argue it's not always the bad thing because I don't want to say it's an icebreaker, but it's like it's someone who's having trouble with the approach, asking so they could sort of work it through.
I guess, like one example they give here. Hey, did you do anything fun this weekend? No, not really. Because here's what we did. Just tell me what you did this weekend. You don't have to ask.
Yeah.
You don't care about my weekend. What if my weekend was phenomenal and knocked your weekend out? Now you don't even get to tell me about your story.
Right.
What if you come up and you're like, did you do anything cool this weekend? Yeah. Happened to be at the White House again for a state dinner. Hung out with all kinds of celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
How about you? We went to Stacks for breakfast. They had the rootin' tootin' highfalutin pancakes.
Because they knew Cheryl was coming. I just can't believe that wasn't a thing. That was IHOP on top of it.
Yeah.
I got my signals crossed.
And it was the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So a blogger coined this term a few years ago, I guess, but it's been trending lately after a study found 3 common versions of this. The ask bragging, like, how was your vacation? Mine was great. Like that's what we were just talking about. Like, how was your weekend? Because you want to tell them about how great yours was. Ask complaining. Yep. I know a few folks like that. They'll ask you a question, about you just to tell you how bad their thing is. How's work? Yeah, because my work week's been pretty bad. Not gonna believe what happened. Okay. You didn't want to know what's going on with me. You don't want to know. That's why it's called boomer asking, because you're just throwing the boomerang out so it comes right back to you. You don't want to know how that person's doing. So don't ask. And I know, for me, it's the same problem as me saying, how you doing? Fine is the answer. Don't ask if you don't want to know. That's your take. Don't say how you doing. And I do it so matter-of-factly. Like it just comes out of my mouth. I have waved to people while I'm walking the dog. They're across the street from me. And I've just said, how you doing? Why? Just say hi, Steve. And I say it to myself right after I do it. I go, why did you just say how you doing? Are they supposed to shout from across the street? Doing good, Steve. How about you?
No,
we're not having a conversation.
Okay, so that's just acknowledging them and making it friendly. I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, but then I should just say hi. If I'm being realistic, if I'm being as honest as I'm telling other people that I want them to be, I should just say hi. Hi. Then if we meet together, hey, how's it going? Blah,
Right.
blah, blah,
If you're
dot,
close
dot,
enough
dot,
to
dot,
speak,
dot, dot,
yeah.
dot. Yeah. But shouting from across the street, how you doing? Oh, Christopher, you all right? You need a minute? Yeah.
Good.
Are you sure you want me to take a break? Okay. We've all been there. Miss swallowed. Yep. Breathed in.
Wrong pipe.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm afraid to make you laugh. I'm afraid your larynx will fly out of your mouth or something. I don't want to just everyone slow down.
My larynx is gonna fall
I think
out of
that could happen. It's
All
a
right.
thing. It's a thing. I'm a doctor. But Christopher has a good idea. He says, good morning, my friends. Tell you how. Hope your day is awesome.
Okay.
So I could do that from across the street.
Right, and all our
Tell you
neighbors
how.
will move. We'll
Listen.
make Ace's day because we won't have anybody that walks within.
Listen, that was the thing when we first moved in. About 4 houses went on sale within a block radius of us when we bought. So I'm just saying.
We chased everybody out.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. Sean says, good morning, Touhyville. Stephen Sherrill, good morning, Sean. He says, sitting at the doctor's office getting my 3-month checkup. Well, all right. Well, hope things are good, you know.
Steve is hoping that the experience is not like his, where he's like, Cheryl, could you leave the room?
Not that checkup. No one needs, that checkup. No.
Mm-hmm.
No. You're there at the doctor, think that everything's going fine, and then all of a sudden, yeah, he's there behind you. So he says, I needed double cheese, bacon, and all the extras. Wait, what? What's happening?
So he likes that.
I needed double cheese, bacon, and all the extra. Oh, like cheeseburger, you're saying? Okay.
I think he's yeah.
At my grill. Maybe I should open my own barbecue shack. All right. Sounds good, Sean. And Rich says, good morning, Touhyville. Stephen, last but not least, Cheryl. All right. So there you
That's
go.
my new nickname.
Yeah. Last but not least, Cheryl. So, all right. Also, the other side of this, we're talking about the boomer asking, by the way, is the ask sharing. It's like bragging, but without bragging. You might ask about something random, like, what do you think of Cybertrucks? Just so you can talk about how dumb they are. Like you're trying to bring something up, to try and tie it into
conversations.
Something. Right? We can just talk.
But we are just talking.
No, you don't have to. Here's my thing. You don't have to walk up and it's not a stand-up bit. We're not doing a thing on the radio. You don't have to bring up a topic in order to talk about it. You can just come up to me and say, hey, I wanted to talk to you about baseball hats. You can just do that and we just start talking about baseball hats. I just want to tell you this thing about baseball hats.
Yeah, I guess it's like critiquing how people open, and they open the way they open. And if they're uncomfortable, or socially
right, well then get comfortable.
Awkward a little bit. It's who cares how they open it.
Get comfortable. Listen, I do like the idea of tally ho. I think that's going to break the ice with everyone. I'm just going to walk into rooms. Tally ho, doctor's office. I'm just going to.
Speaking of which,
so
our friend is coming back on April 1st. Sycamore drive-through.
Yeah,
you're going to be able to get your
tally hos. All right. And when is it coming up? April 1st. Is that when they're
They'll
jumping
be
on?
back on, but I'm
right.
trying to see if they're open because I thought they were open already.
If I remember right from the old commercials, I believe it's today.
Really?
I think it's March 25th. If I remember right.
Okay.
Maybe I'm wrong. That has happened from time to time. Much to Cheryl's surprise.
Okay. I'm trying to find it.
All right. Well, we'll all sit and wait.
No. No.
This Cheryl trying to find something on the internet brought to us by our friends over at Jasper County Community Services. This Wednesday, that's tomorrow at 12:15, it's Jewelry Bingo. Have fun with friends with an opportunity to win some new jewelry. $2 donation is appreciated. Make lunch part of your day. It's served at 11:30. Jasper County Community Services on Facebook doing all kinds of great stuff for folks in the area 55 and older. Yes.
Thursday, March 20th.
Boy, oh boy. My memory is not what it used to be. I used to be so good at this game. Christopher says, if you do that and they don't kick you out, if you do that and they don't know you, they'll kick you out. LOL. No, they won't. It's tally ho. Mr. P, Mike says, Mr. P is present right now.
Yes.
He is present for the day. I think we're doing roll call.
Or present. Like he's a gift giver.
Oh, well, there is that too.
There's
yes.
that.
So there you go. Well, speaking of Mr. P, we're going to take a break. We'll come back. We've got the Mr. P Locksmith and Security Dumb Criminal of the Day. So stick around for that.
Hello.
Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
George Aid Memorial Healthcare in Brook, Indiana offers a spectrum of personalized services. Whether it's short-term rehabilitation or long-term care, each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Residents engage in community activities, including delightful trips, and can also take advantage of convenient transportation services. George Aid is more than just for the elderly. They have workplace injury, outpatient rehab and therapy services that ensure every individual's needs are met with expertise and compassion. Visit georgeaid.org or call them at 219-275-2531. George Aid Memorial Healthcare. We care for you in a quiet country setting.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
Texting privacy policy and terms and conditions posted at textplan.us. Texting enrolls for recurring automated text marketing messages. Message and data rates may apply. Reply stop, opt out. Consult a doctor prior to use.
Wow, you look amazing. What have you been doing?
I'm sure you've heard of Ozempic, Wegovy, and the other GLP-1 medications, right? Well, I found this great company called Zelfie. If you qualify, their providers can prescribe medications like Ozempic and Wegovy and other GLP-1 medications that are 80 to 90% less expensive, all 100% online.
I can get GLP-1 medications for 80 to 90% less and do it all online? No doctor's office or pharmacy?
Yes, Zelfie can provide semaglutide or tirzepatide, the active ingredients in Ozempic and other expensive GLP-1s, but for 80 to 90% less and shipped directly to your door.
How do I get started with Zelfie?
Just send them a text.
Text TRUST to 200-300 to get started today with Zelfie. Get the same active ingredients in Wegovy or Ozempic, but for 80 to 90% less and 100% online. Don't wait. Text TRUST to 200-300 right now for a link to your exclusive offer. Text TRUST to 200-300. That's TRUST to 200-300. TRUST to 200-300.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Price varies based on product and subscription plan.
Hey guys, let's talk ED because millions of men experience it, but not everyone can access or afford treatments like Viagra. Hims can help. Through Hims.com, you can access a full range of treatment options for ED through a 100% online process. To start your free online visit and save up to 95%, go to Hims.com/joy. HIMS.com/JOY.
Touhyville. Two Touhies, No waiting.
It's Tuesday.
And now it's time again for your
Favorite show.
Better be good.
Why? Why does it have to be?
Why would they keep tuning in?
Wouldn't tune in.
That wouldn't be a good thing for you.
And why is that?
Why? Why is that?
Because if you don't, you'll miss it.
Miss what? Greatest show ever.
It's the greatest show of all time.
On a Tuesday?
I guess we'll find out soon enough.
Boom!
It's showtime!
Welcome to Touhyville. Steven Show with you here, having fun on a Tuesday morning. Doing our thing, having fun. Thank you guys for joining us here on the Q and 98 Gold, also streaming on 981WIBN.com, WLQI977.com. Time now for the Mr. P, Locksmith and Security, Dumb Criminal of the Day.
Perhaps it's time you tried a new profession. What I mean is, you don't seem to be a very good thief. Maybe you should try something else.
Today's Dumb Criminal comes to us from Colorado. Now, when it comes to robbing someone, we often hear about someone using a gun, using a knife, some kind of weapon. This might be a first. Someone used a finger gun. Just the Isaac from Love Boat. Just the just the finger gun. 35-year-old Antonio Taylor walked into a place, pointed a finger gun at the cashier, and just started taking stuff. We assume he had his hand in his pocket. It doesn't say. Otherwise, the cashier might have just laughed at him. He sped off in an SUV. By the way, it's going to be hard for them to spot him because he was in a pink GMC Yukon.
Yeah.
So you used a finger gun to rob, and now your getaway car is a pink GMC Yukon. That'll be tough to find. It didn't take long for police to catch up to him, much to our surprise. He wouldn't pull over, but they boxed him in at a gas station. It turned out he had his teenage daughter with him in the passenger seat. So he also wins Dad of the Year, by the way. They charged him with multiple crimes, including robbery, not armed, because all he used was his finger guns. I'm just picturing the interaction at the convenience store. Stick him up. Sir, you don't have a gun in there.
Serious.
Yeah, you don't have a gun in there. Yeah, I do. Show me. I'm going to show you my gun. I forget what that's from a movie or something. Yeah, that's from a movie, I think. Right. I'm not showing you my gun. No, it's my gun. I'm not. It's in here. It's real. It's a real gun. Protect yourself from dumb criminals with Mr. P, Locksmith and Security. Visit Mr. P on Facebook. Go and like him on Facebook. Mr. P says he's a perfect pink parent. There you go. Now, Mr. P getting into the
fun.
Into the P's. Visit mrplocksmith.com to find out more about Mr. P. And, of course, you can go and like Mr. P, Locksmith and Security on Facebook as well.
Weather sponsored by Rensselaer Care Center. Recently named by Newsweek one of America's best nursing homes.
Today, a slight chance of rain before 4 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 52. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 31. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 53. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 33. Thursday, a 30% chance of showers. Partly sunny and breezy with a high near 59. Thursday night, showers likely, mainly after 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 47.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
When life takes you places and you can't get to the store, shop online with the new Strachan Van Til to Go. It's easy to use. Register using your rewards account login and password. Fill your virtual shopping cart. Choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save money with your online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple. Food made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Glatspa Pharmacy is your neighborhood pharmacist. At Glatspa, Angie and her team go above and beyond and are there to answer all of your questions with knowledge and care to keep your family at their healthiest or to help your family get nursed back to health. Glotzba Pharmacy is about more than just medication refills. They carry beautiful gift items and collectibles, including candles, balloons, toys, and greeting cards. Check out Glotzba's wide variety of CBD and daily vitamin supplements. Need your annual flu or COVID vaccine to stay healthy this season? Call for your appointment today. Visit Glotzba Pharmacy at 500 South Grand Street in Fowler or visit online at glotzbapharmacy.com. Glotzba Pharmacy, their family caring for yours.
This just into the newsroom. Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer, has a new telephone number. It's 219-204-2140. That's 219-204-2140. New telephone number, still your one-stop shop for all of your home improvement needs. That new phone number, once again, for Kim's Hardware and Lumber, College Square, Rensselaer, 219-204-2140.
What does a good deal taste like with McValue at McDonald's? It tastes like the $6 daily double meal deal. The one and only daily double. 2 juicy beef patties inside a warm bun with melty cheese and shredded lettuce. Oh, and golden small world famous fries. And a crispy 4-piece chicken McNuggets. And an ice cold small soft drink of your choice. That's right, a full-on satisfy your cravings meal without breaking the bank. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Prices and participation may vary. Cannot be combined with any other offer or combo meal.
Spring has sprung at another season in DeMott. Everywhere you turn are the tastes, smells, feels of spring. New candles from Swan Creek, charcuterie goodies including dips, chocolates, drink mixes, snack items, and more. At another season, there's no need to wait for April showers. Forever flowers are always in bloom. Easter is on its way, and another season has gifts that'll make the Easter Bunny jealous. Hop on in and shop today. Another Season, 605 North Halleck Street in DeMott. Visit online at anotherseasonfloral.com. Like them on Facebook and follow on Instagram.
Did you know that Jasper County REMC offers scholarships for local students along with fun and educational opportunities throughout the year? Whether it's learning about how state government runs and how bills become laws, to fun and educational camps along with life-changing educational adventures. To find out more about the opportunities Jasper County REMC provides for local students, visit jasperremc.com and click on the Community tab and then select Student Opportunities.
Touhyville. 2 Touhies, and that's a lot of Touhy.
Well, look who finally showed up.
It's too early for this. Too early.
Too early? Too early for what? This attitude of yours. We gotta get moving, man. We got a lot of work to do. Not enough time. Better drink some coffee. One coffee coming right up.
Shut.
It's showtime.
Welcome to Touhyville. Stephen Sherrill with you here. It is Tuesday morning. Moving right along with our day. Thank you guys so much for getting yours started with us here on the Q98 Gold. Talk about getting your day off to a good start. How about getting your child's day off to a good start with KIRPC Head Start? Children ages 3 to 5, serving all areas in Newton, Jasper, and Pulaski counties. Visit them at KIRPC.net or KIRPC Head Start on Facebook. Also want to mention our friends over at George A. Memorial Healthcare in Brook. Offering a spectrum of personalized services, whether it's short-term rehab or long-term care, each resident experiences a tailored approach to their healthcare needs and well-being. Visit them at georgeaid.org or like them on Facebook. There's George A. Memorial Healthcare in Brook. All right, keep on voting for McMadness. It rages on. Okay, it's a close one. I would say throughout the day it's going to be close between the regular hamburger and the snack wraps. So go ahead and cast your vote.
Can I vote 25 times for the snack wraps?
You can't. This isn't Chicago. So 56% right now for classic hamburger, 44% for snack wraps. It's right there. And quarter pounder with cheese running away from McCafe hot coffees, 92% of the vote. So, all right. So earlier we were talking about some craziness on United Airlines. Okay. We've all left for work and accidentally forgot something. We forgot our wallet at home. We forgot our phone at home.
Yeah.
One day we got here. I forgot my computer at home that we do the video on. A flight had to turn around over the Pacific Ocean because a pilot realized he forgot his passport.
Okay, there's so many scary things with that. Like, did he just was it on autopilot and he just
I don't know.
started?
Somebody was talking and they were like, oh, I can't believe my passport picture is so bad.
Yeah, I could swear.
Hey guys, can you give me my bag over there? I think I hate to say this. We're going to have to turn around. Why? I left my passport at home. Two things pop into my head before I even dive into the story. One, so you're telling me that pilots don't have to be checked for these things like the way we do? I mean, I realize they're going to work every day and all that stuff, but on international flights, you don't want to check them just to be safe? There's not a double checker at the airport before you get on the plane? Two, you're a pilot. There's not like a way we can work through this, like without having to turn the whole plane around and
take everyone with it.
Right.
Right.
Like,
right.
Is there another flight that's coming right behind you? You can get the passport there somehow? I mean, okay, I didn't even know this before I looked down. A United Airlines flight. This was United as well. This is our third United story today. I didn't know this one was United. I would have done it with the rest of them. United Airlines flight from LA to Shanghai had to turn around over the Pacific on Saturday because a pilot forgot his passport. It was already set to be a 14-hour flight. They turned around about an hour and 45 minutes in and landed in San Francisco to swap out the crew. They got to San Francisco about 3 hours after takeoff from LA. Passengers were told there'd been a crew-related issue, but didn't know about the passport incident until later on.
Hey.
They waited around for 5 hours before finally taking off again. So we're talking about
Going back.
A 9-hour turnaround, 8-hour turnaround on this. They ended up landing in Shanghai 6 hours late. So 6 hours longer than they were supposed to.
And it's already to Shanghai. So, I mean, is that a 20-hour flight normally? I mean, that's a long.
They said, I just said it, 14-hour
14
flight.
hours.
14
so
hour
now
flight.
it's a 20-hour
now
flight.
It's total 20 hours. Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Can I just tell you how tiring that is? You haven't traveled internationally, but you're like, ugh.
I know. That's how I feel going to Arizona. It was 4 hours. But yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Well, they did make it up to everybody. United reportedly gave each passenger a $15 meal voucher for their trouble.
Oh, which in an airport buys you a Rice Krispie treat, like
if you're lucky,
right? A nice bottle of water.
I mean,
make that last 20 hours.
What in the world? Are you kidding me? Right. I'm with Christopher. Christopher says, why in the world would the pilot need a passport? It's not like he's staying there any length of time. I don't know. Maybe when they fly that far, maybe they stay overnight and then they fly back. I don't know. But again, you can't work this out. Like,
yeah, don't they have I would think they'd have a copy of that on file with the airlines or something. Like,
seems weird. Yeah. But yeah. So could you imagine? We're really sorry for the wait. Don't worry. We've given you guys each a $15 meal voucher, so you're all set. You're all good to go. Now, imagine him having to come on the PA to say, this is your captain speaking.
Right.
Oopsie daisy, my part. I forgot to bring my passport. But no biggie. We're just gonna turn around and go back and get it. So don't everybody just sit back and enjoy.
Fret.
Everybody sit back and relax. Also, those the combos and the Pepsi, that's on us. That's
combos and the Pepsi.
Thanks for flying your friendly skies.
I'm feeling generous. No.
So we came up with a list things you never want to hear your pilot announce over that.
Well, that's. Does anyone know how to fly this plane?
Yeah,
It's
that's right there. Yep. Nobody panic. Is there a pilot on board?
Right.
If you look to your right, you'll see the Grand Canyon. If you look to your left, you'll see the wing is on fire. Things you don't want to hear your pilot announce. Due to bad weather, our flight to Maui has been diverted to Newark.
Oh, gosh.
We know you have a choice when you fly, but I don't. And now look, they're making me work drunk. Our in-flight entertainment system is down. Fortunately, our stewardess is an expert yodeler. Sorry about all the turbulence. You never know when seizures will kick in. A passenger lost their companion animal. Ring your call button if you see a cobra.
Oh, Steve. No. I don't even need that in my head right now. Oh.
And the last thing you want to hear on your pilot announce is welcome to Southwest. No.
Very good.
I kid. I tease the Southwest. So
I thought you were going to say L'chaim.
Yeah, no. I'm not knocking Jewish pilots. That's fine. So,
no, I'm saying L'chaim is to life, but it's literally like it's a toast.
I thought
So
it was,
it's right before
drinking.
you're going to drink.
Now I misunderstood. Yes. Oh boy.
That's why you do the jokes and I do not.
No, I don't understand. I don't know all the Jewish terms, so we have to explain that to the audience first. So.
Oh boy.
Jews don't realize we're not all Jewish.
Oh,
shalom. All right. We mentioned this earlier. 23andMe has filed for bankruptcy, but they claim your data will be fine, Cheryl. So they've got your DNA. It'll probably be fine. It won't be left in like a drawer or anything.
Or sold
to
the highest bidder.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. They had a good idea. People want to know about their past and things like that. But once they do, they don't really need your subscription. You're not like streaming new information to them all the time.
Well, yeah. What's the other one I'm a member of?
Ancestry.com.
Ancestry, I know, sends me all sorts of stuff. Like, we've just figured out, you click here to see if you have GERD.
Yeah.
And like, what are you just taking out my blood sample? Like,
right, just randomly checking,
checking for new stuff. Like, I don't.
Yep. Can you rerun her blood again? We want to see if she's anything different. Plus, we need another $23.99.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So, not a good day for the 20s. 21 Forever 21 is gone. 23andMe is gone. I don't know what else. Yeah. Yeah. No, it was a good idea, but also one of those things that's not really sustainable. I mean, it lasted a while.
Well, here, the sad part, I think it's sustainable if you use it to keep building your tree.
Yeah.
Your family tree.
I guess.
But even that for me.
Yeah.
I kind of am a little at a standstill with that.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just weird. So I'm just asking.
Wow. So now where is it going?
Yeah, I'm asking where is
all the info going?
Yeah, 23andMe. Where is my DNA? Yeah, that's what I want to know. Where's it at?
Like, do you get one final thing?
I don't know.
Okay, customers' data and genetic samples could be sold or transferred to a new entity.
Wow. Says here it's going to be sold to Elon Musk. Well,
I was about to say. Maybe he doesn't need to do it through Social Security. He could just do this.
He's just gonna get your DNA. It's mine now. Take care. Listen.
And what happens to your? Okay, so people also ask, what happens to your DNA after 23andMe goes under?
Yeah. People want to know what's the deal. What's the deal with my DNA? Where's it going?
So This says it can be sold to the highest bidder, according to legal experts.
Yep.
The genetic data it accumulated from more than 15 million customers is considered one of 23andMe's core business assets.
Yeah. Just wait. One of these days you're going to be on vacation. You're going to run into someone who looks very similar to you. It'll be a cloned Cheryl.
That would be scary. I mean, what are you trying to get the alarms to sound off? The
one is enough.
Woo, 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 woo.
Elon, one is enough. We don't need more.
Right. They'll be sending the National Guard to. It's going to be a flock of Cheryls.
Yeah. But right now, your DNA is safe. You know where they're keeping it? On
ice, baby.
That's where they're. Yeah, that's where. Oh my. All right. So Easter is just around the corner. Okay. A lot of people send different things to their family for Easter. They might send flowers. You might send a gift basket, perhaps an edible arrangements gift basket you might send to your family member. Be careful, because now the parent company for edible arrangements is actually selling marijuana edibles. Grandma's going to call you up. Hello, Sonny. I really enjoyed the fruit basket you sent. I ate all the strawberries in like 15 minutes. One of the gummies in there made Grandma feel all tingly. I don't know what was going on, but you're such a good boy. You're just a delight. Thank you so much for sending. Could you send another one like tomorrow? I don't know where those tingly little gummies are, but they're just so good.
Oh my gosh, the tingly gummies.
Oh
boy.
Yeah, be careful when you're sending the edible arrangements to Grandma this year. Cheryl's on Research Road now. What do we got? What's happening?
I guess Ancestry, the health related DNA data was discontinued in January of 2021. So they're saying that too can go. They might go out of business.
Wait, it was after 2021 that you got yours.
That's what I thought.
They just made up. They just randomly make up what you are. No, that's
okay.
You're not even you anymore.
Well,
it turns out you're not you.
My thing is like, I don't understand the whole data thing. Like, who's got this data on me, and what could they do with it potentially?
Dana says, I love Cheryl's OGs. It makes me laugh every time, and she's good at feeding you lines to work from. Great way to start the morning. Well, thank you, Dana. That's very nice. We appreciate that. We really do. We try to have some fun. Yeah. Speaking of data leaking, okay. So perhaps
data leaking, not Dana leaking.
Right,
we just talked about Dana's
data. No, data leaking.
Okay.
Yes. Speaking of perhaps people getting your DNA, things getting out. Perhaps just throwing this out. If you work at the White House and you know about some top secret stuff, maybe don't put it out in your in your texting chain or whatever you're in.
Well, did you read the rest of the story with this? It's like
I'm about
it makes
to.
Hillary Clinton's emails look like nothing.
I'm about to dive into this.
Yeah.
This is, you talk about having to turn a plane around. You talk about having a little oopsie daisy.
Yeah, if you're going to war, you may not.
You don't want to send it out in your text chain to your buddies. I'm just saying.
Right. You may not want to just schedule a Zoom call through the app.
Right. Oopsie daisy, we call that. Yeah. Yes. The White House said Monday it was reviewing how the editor-in-chief of the Atlantic magazine was accidentally added to a group text in which people who appeared to be members of President Trump's administration discussed plans to launch airstrikes against Houthi militants in Yemen. At this time, the message thread that was reported appears to be authentic. We're reviewing how an inadvertent number was added to the chain, the National Security Council said in a statement. The statement came in response to an article published Monday by the Atlantic's Jeffrey Goldberg, a veteran national security and foreign affairs journalist. Goldberg reported he'd been added to a group chat called Houthi PC Small Group. little bigger than they expected, but still a small group. An encrypted messaging service called Signal, widely believed to be more secure than other commercial texting applications. Probably is, but you can't add your buddy's phone number in there.
What? I mean, this is really ruining my experience with like West Wing, where they all got into like this dark room downstairs that only allowed for 5 people and nobody knew anything that was going on. Now we're all sitting in our boxers having
texting, just texting, like, are we bombing now? How about now? Oh, we did. Okay. We're going to. Okay.
I mean, I was thinking this poor guy. Could you imagine if you accidentally had that info?
I'm with you. Yeah.
Yoy.
Yeah. It's
geez, for Dana.
Right.
That's for you, Dana.
I mean, as a reporter, you're stuck. You're like, okay. I mean, do I
let it? If I leak it?
Right. But it's also my job, know. So let's see here. Jeffrey Goldberg penned a first-person account. This is the reporter of getting a connection request from what appeared to be Trump's national security advisor, Michael Waltz, on March 11th on Signal. He accepted and was then added to a chat group called Hootie PC Small Groups. So supposedly it was the national security advisor that accidentally included the journalist in this.
Well, he himself was a journalist. He's the Fox News guy.
No, that's
Right?
Hegseth, right?
That's him.
No, this is Michael Waltz. National security advisor is the one that looped him in the first place.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So Pete Hegseth he's just the Secretary of Defense. So Goldberg laid out how 18 members were listed in the group, including Waltz, Vice President J.D. Vance, Secretary of State Marco Rubio, Secretary of Defense Pete Hegseth, CIA Director John Ratcliffe, and White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles. What ensued in the following days was a discussion about attacking the Houthis and an Iran-backed terrorist group that's wreaked havoc on ships in the Red Sea and disrupted traffic through the critical Suez Canal.
Yeesh.
The principals in the chat raised various concerns about the timing of the strikes, whether it was prudent. Vance's account expressed skepticism about the account, saying at one point he thought it was a mistake, and another adding, "I just hate bailing Europe out again," alluding to European trade having far more skin in the game with the Suez Canal than the United States. So Hegseth's account said he supported raising Vance's concerns with President Donald Trump, but in the end supported the strike, waiting a few weeks or months does not fundamentally change the calculus. 2 immediate risks on waiting. 1, this leaks and we could look indecisive. Oops! The leak with does it count as a leak when the guy's in the conversation with you guys? Does that count?
So how is this being leaked? Like, how is all this info?
It was on the
chat. It was on the chat that the Atlantic guy
that the guy had. It was all in there. He's reading the whole thing.
Oh.
So, by the way, I just want to point out because we got to wrap up. Because whenever we get into something real like this, we always hear it from both sides.
Yeah, we're not saying it like
we're not saying it, but I just want to point out all that stuff that I just read was from Fox News. So it's if there's anybody that's supportive of the president, it's Fox News, and they're saying how scary this is. So just want to point that out. So before we have a long stretch of you stink and your mother wears combat boots. So so because all we're here to do, once again, is to have rootin' tootin' highfalutin good time every morning. All right. That's gonna do it for us here on 98 Gold. If you have no idea what we're talking about, you gotta listen to the podcast to catch so many references to the highfalutin good time. All right. On 98 Gold, everybody have yourself a great day on WLQI 97.7. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we got the pizza quiz, and we will certainly end on a high note. So stick around.
Hello. Hey, man. I need your help.
Doing what?
Well, see, I'm clearing out the garage and I need help loading my truck and taking the junk to the landfill. It should only be 3 or maybe 4 or 5 or 6 trips.
Just get a dumpster from Patriot Dumpster Service instead. It'll be faster.
A dumpster? Oh, I don't want to spend a lot on this.
Not so fast, my friend. Patriot Dumpster Service has very reasonable and competitive rates. Plus, they'll help you get the right size dumpster for your job. They drop it off, you fill it up, and they'll come back and take it away. No fuss, no muss.
How do I get a hold of them?
Just go to patriotdumpster.in and click on Book Now. Pick the dates you need the dumpster for, and it's yours for up to 14 days.
Well, that sounds easy.
Oh, it is, and you don't have to worry about scratching up your truck and getting hurt with all that loading and unloading.
Thanks. So when are you coming over?
I gotta go.
I wish my friends were as dependable as Patriot Dumpster Service.
Let the friendly and reliable team at Patriot Dumpster Service, a family-owned and operated company that puts their customers first. Patriot Dumpster Service, serving Valpo to Monticello and Catlin to Wanata and all points in between. You can trust Patriot Dumpster Service to handle your waste management needs with integrity, reliability, and a genuine dedication to your satisfaction. Visit them today at patriotdumpster.in.
Life is about connecting. Music, email, movies, shopping, social media, gaming, and streaming. Nitco is here to help you with all that technology has to offer. Nitco offers high-speed internet for your home or business. Nitco has an incredible lineup of TV channels for all your viewing needs with television the way you want it. Nitco also is your home for telephone service. Need all three? Nitco has great savings when you bundle. Visit nitco.com today or call 1-800-621-2344 because life is about connecting with Nitco.
Brad Gutwein from Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
In a small town, it's how you treat your customer. You treat everybody the way you want to be treated. It really is that simple. We have customers that we've been doing business with for 4 generations, and that is only because they trust us, we trust them, and that's the way you've got to build your business. We had to build any business.
Gutwein Motor Company in Monon has been serving the surrounding area for over 80 years.
Cars 80 years ago were pretty simple. But one thing that hasn't changed, the customer wants to feel like they're in charge of the transaction. They know what's going on, and they are comfortable with what's happening. That, I don't think, has ever changed. We always want to be upfront with the customer, tell them exactly what's happening, exactly the process that's going to happen. One thing I would like to say to everybody that has supported us over the 80 years, thank you very much.
You'll like the way we do business at Gutwein Motor Company in Monon.
My brother-in-law died suddenly, and now my sister and her kids have to sell their home. That's why I told my husband we could not put off getting life insurance any longer. An agent offered us a 10-year, $500,000 policy for nearly $50 a month. Then we called SelectQuote. SelectQuote found us identical coverage for only $19 a month, a savings of $369 a year.
Whether you need a $500,000 policy or a $5 million policy, SelectQuote could save you more than 50% on term life insurance.
For your free quote, call SelectQuote at 1-800-635-3311. That's 1-800-635-3311. Or go to SelectQuote.com. 1-800-635-3311. That's 1-800-635-3311.
SelectQuote. We shop. You save. Full details on example policies at selectquote.com/commercials.
Pro Savings Days are back at Lowe's with limited time savings on the supplies pros need. Get up to 40% off select major appliances. Plus, save an additional $100 on every $1,000 you spend on select major appliances. And don't miss your chance to activate and earn 3 times the points on select DeWalt and Klein tools. Lowe's, we help, you save. Valid through 3/28. Selection varies by location. While supplies last. See associate or Lowe's.com for more details on qualifying items.
97.7 FM, WLQI, Rensselaer.
It's time for a check of news. This check of news brought to us by EGC Heating and Air, your locally owned Jasper County American Standard dealer. Here's Russ Martin.
A 4-car crash on State Road 10, approximately 5 miles east of North Judson on Sunday, injured several people, with 2 needing to be extricated from their vehicle and 2 airlifted from the scene. According to reports, a westbound vehicle driven by 19-year-old Coral Rogers was stopped on the highway, waiting to turn south on County Road 300 East, when a second vehicle, operated by 62-year-old Lori Kraft, failed to stop and rear-ended the first one. Kraft's car ended in the eastbound lanes where it was struck by a vehicle driven by 29-year-old Caitlin Dombrowski, and her vehicle rolled, striking a fourth car stopped at the county road. All drivers and 2 passengers needed to be transported for medical care. There was no mention in the report where those involved resided. The town of Goodland received good news about repaving certain streets. Council President Jim Butler talks about state funding and when the work will begin.
We've received a Indiana Department of Transportation Community Crossings grant for $186,000 for street rehabilitation and that sort of thing. That'll definitely be this summer or maybe in the fall. The street department, let them decide the priority on what streets get resurfaced. We're taking bids at this time. As soon as we get the bids in place, we'd like to get underway on that.
You can hear the interview on our websites at the News Link and Newsmakers tab. The Indiana Department of Transportation, or INDOT, has issued a warning as the toll-related scam continues, targeting Hoosiers statewide. Many people have reported receiving a false message appearing to come from INDOT, giving you a quote-unquote final notice regarding unpaid tolls and mentions you will be subject to fines, late fees, or even vehicle impoundment and suspension of your driving registration. If you have tolls and you do not pay them, INDOT will not notify you by text. This scam began more than a year ago, as the FBI reported in April 2024 they had received over 2,000 complaints. You're encouraged to report them to the Internet Crime Complaint Center at ic3.gov. That's the letter I, the letter C, 3.gov, and delete the text. Food Finders Mobile Pantry will have an event on Thursday, March 27th at the Wheatfield Pentecostal Church of God, just south of the Highway 49 and State Road 10 intersection. Food distribution will begin at 10 a.m. Food Finders asks that you please not arrive for the drive-thru event prior to 9:30, and please remain in your vehicle at all times. And progress in the fight against Alzheimer's. CBS News correspondent Michael George has more.
A new treatment is showing promise at slowing the onset of Alzheimer's, effectively postponing the disease. Researchers at Washington University in St. Louis found the experimental drug is effective for people in their 40s and 50s who are genetically prone to Alzheimer's. But the funding of the study is being threatened by government cutbacks.
Enjoy your day. Stay safe and well, everyone. I'm Russ Martin.
EGC Heating and Air, your locally owned Jasper County American Standard dealer, is available 7 days a week. They provide high quality, quick service, and a satisfaction guarantee. EGC offers a 1-year labor warranty and a 10-year manufacturer warranty on all new installs. With routine maintenance and expertise, EGC will ensure warm winters and cool summers. Call Brady Eagle 219-335-9575 for a free estimate. Residential or commercial, EGC is your independent American Standard heating and air conditioning dealer.
Local obituaries are sponsored by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Respect, dignity, compassion. 3 simple words, yet they mean a great deal to us. They represent those values we strive to offer each and every family we serve, just as we have for nearly 70 years. Jackson Funeral Chapels, Jackson Monuments, and Memory Garden Cemetery.
70-year-old Michael Mike Anderson of DeMott passed away on March 19th. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. today at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Services for Mike Anderson will be held at Boersma Funeral Home 6 o'clock today. Pastor Brian Burke officiating. Interment will be at DeMott Cemetery on Wednesday, March 26th at 10 a.m. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. 79-year-old Judith Bailey of DeMott passed away on March 20th. Friends may call from 3 until 6 p.m. on Wednesday, March 26th at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Services for Judith Bailey will be held at Boersma Funeral Home 6 p.m. on Wednesday. Pastor Ed Bontrager officiating. Graveside interment will take place at Holland Cemetery at 11 a.m. on Thursday. Boersma Funeral Home Wheatfield entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the Lake County Fair All-Breed Classic Open Horse Show. 101-year-old Alice Faye Reinhold Peterson of Winnemac passed away on March 21st. Visitation will be from 4 until 7 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. Funeral services for Alice Faye Peterson will be held at 11 a.m. Eastern on Thursday at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. John Peterson officiating. Burial will take place at Winnemac Cemetery. Memorial contributions may be made to Pleasant Hill Community Church of Bruce Lake. Online tributes may be offered at franemortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. 66-year-old Lyle Besner of Rensselaer passed away on March 21st. Friends may call from 3 until 7 p.m. on Thursday at Boersma Funeral Home in Wheatfield. Graveside services for Lyle Besner will be held at the Kankakee Township Cemetery, 10 a.m. on Friday, March 28th. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to the family. 80-year-old Alice Ann Jones of Wheatfield passed away on March 23rd. Graveside services for Alice Ann Jones will be held at the Sorrowful Mother Catholic Church Cemetery, 1 p.m. on Thursday, March 27th. Boersma Funeral Home, Wheatfield, entrusted with the arrangements. 76-year-old Linda Marie Harkness of Peru passed away on Friday, March 21st. Visitation will be from 1 until 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday, March 28th at Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. Funeral services for Linda Marie Harkness will be held at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Friday at Frame Mortuary, with Alan Landis officiating. Burial will take place at Reed Cemetery at Winnemac. Memorial contributions may be made to Autism Speaks. Tributes may be offered at franemortuary.com. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Winnemac. 65-year-old Mickey Yeoman of Rensselaer passed away on Wednesday, March 19th. The family is planning a celebration of life for Mickey Yeoman at a later date. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. Memories and condolences may be shared with the family at steinkefuneralhome.com. 78-year-old Robert Shank of Rensselaer passed away on Monday, March 17th. Visitation will be Tuesday, April 1st from 3 until 7 p.m. at Steinke Funeral Home, Rensselaer. A funeral mass for Robert Shank will be held on Wednesday, April 2nd at 10 a.m. at St. Augustine Catholic Church, with Father Joshua Bennett officiating. Burial will follow at Mount Calvary Cemetery. In lieu of flowers, memorials may be made to St. Augustine Catholic School and Shriners Hospital for Children. Steinke Funeral Home has been entrusted with the arrangements. Memories and condolences may be shared with the family at steinkefuneralhome.com. 101-year-old Valerie Radke of Francisville passed away on Tuesday, March 18th. At Valerie Radke's request, no services will be held. Cremation will take place at Frame Crematory in Winnemac. Memorial contributions may be made to Pulaski County Human Services. Arrangements entrusted to Frame Mortuary, Quarry Albright Chapel, Madairyville. Area funeral arrangements brought to you by Jackson Funeral Chapels.
Weather is brought to you by Jasper County REMC.
Today, a slight chance of rain before 4 p.m. Mostly cloudy with a high near 52. Tonight, partly cloudy with a low around 31. Wednesday, mostly sunny with a high near 53. Wednesday night, partly cloudy with a low around 33. Thursday, a 30% chance of showers. Partly sunny and breezy with a high near 59. Thursday night, showers likely, mainly after 1 a.m. Mostly cloudy with a low around 47.
That's your forecast from the Weather Center.
Put on those thinking caps. It's time now for the Pizza Quiz, brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. You could win a large one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Be caller number 7 at 866-4104. That's 866-4104. Be caller number 7 right now.
What sets Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer apart from the other pizza places? Rick's is locally owned. Their dough is made fresh daily and hand-tossed, not run through a machine. Cheese is grated daily. Toppings are generous, fresh, and your pizza is baked to perfection in a classic stone oven. Looking to try something different? Try a pineapple, apple butter, or barbecue pizza. Call 866-7466 to place your order. Local delivery is available. Open Tuesday through Sunday at 4:30 p.m. Rick's Pizza. Taste the difference.
All right, it's time now for the Pizza Quiz, brought to us by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer. Your chance to win a one large, one-topping pizza from Rick's Pizza. Hi, good morning. You're call number 7. Who's this?
My name's Joe.
Oh, I'm sorry, you broke up. What was it?
Joe.
Joe. Good morning, Joe. All right, let's see if we can get you a pizza. All right. Earlier today, we were talking about this. What restaurant actually offers the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity? Is it Denny's, IHOP, or Waffle House? What restaurant actually has the Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity? Is it Denny's, IHOP, or Waffle House? What do you think?
Waffle House.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's actually IHOP, Joe. I'm sorry. Maybe next time, okay?
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Bummer. Did you hear that shriek that Cheryl gave? She really gets upset when people don't win the pizza quiz. Of course, just a reminder: the pizza quiz certificate's good for 30 days. We had a couple of days in there for mailing, and you're only allowed to win contests every 30 days. So if you won the Strachan Mantil or the pizza quiz, every 30 days you can win. Just give everybody else a chance. That's why we do that. So, all right. Well, bummerooski, no pizza giveaway today, but we'll try and get a winner again tomorrow.
We need Joe to call back tomorrow.
Yeah, well, or someone.
Give it another shot.
We'll see.
Winners and families of winners on the Pizza Quiz are ineligible to win for 30 days. The Pizza Quiz is brought to you by Rick's Pizza in Rensselaer.
All righty. That is going to do it for us on this super fun time Tuesday. But before we leave, let us end on a high note.
All right. Today's high note is brought to us by the quote nature. There is a reason behind everything that happens in your life, both positive and negative. Your victories, setbacks, disappointments, and advancements all have their reasons. Each person who comes into your life and has since left has something to teach you in the way of learning, a lesson, or the promotion of your own growth. All of these experiences conspire to drive you toward a much bigger purpose. When times are tough, remember that each situation and person is there to help you attain your truest goal.
There you go. Good stuff there. Always ending on a high note with Cheryl there. If you missed any of the show, you can check it out on the podcast, Spotify, iHeart, Apple Podcasts, what have you. Also, thank you guys so much for listening. We know you have a choice every morning on how you start your day. We really appreciate that you started with us here in Touhyville. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you enjoyed listening to the show today as much as we enjoyed doing it. Have a great Tuesday. We'll see you tomorrow right here in Touhyville. Take care.
Classic rock.